Yeah, you already know. Accountability is greater than entertainment. For sure it is. Poindexter Lounge, I see you out there, player. I see you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing what you do. We got a door right here. Poindexter Lounge, shout out to you, player. Hope you're doing all right out there. Poindexter Lounge says, "Ray, we need to talk movies sometime." We certainly can. I mean, I'm not a huge movie aficionado, but I'd be open to something like that. Give me a little bit of time. I won't forget about you, player. Let's go. Uh,
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, I will just say this. I am excited to be here with you today, and you know why? Because as of 27 minutes ago, it's my birthday. So welcome to my birthday stream. If you didn't get the invitation, now you do. Hopefully you know. And my StreamYard is acting all weird. I don't know what the deal is. All of a sudden, I got this big white bar up across the top of my StreamYard, and I don't understand. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's not wanting to go away. And so I'm just going to have to do this. But I'm going to put an invitation here, and I'm not going to say I'm going to get to everybody tonight because I'm not going to be on here real super late. But I did want to jump in and say hi to everybody for a minute. And I know that there are some people who may want to come in and say hi. We're just gonna have some fun. All right, if that's okay. Can we just have some fun? We could talk about whatever. But here is the link to the stream. We're gonna be really careful because last time, boy, stuff happened. Stuff went down. That shall not be named. But I've got editing to do. There is a I've got the next Mark Uno video done. And so I've got to get that baby edited, and I definitely will. But I got to get that edited, and I've got to get some other stuff done as well. But I wanted to come in here. I wanted to spend a little bit of time with you guys. I was on an awesome podcast tonight with a guy named Matt Bosler. Great guy. He's got quite a following over on TikTok. He's got a YouTube channel as well. You guys should go watch his YouTube channel. Matt Bosler. He does a lot of fun stuff. He's really, really funny guy. I tell you what, lots of sarcasm, very funny, like kind of like that kind of humor, like keeps you guessing, like, well, wait a second. Is he being serious? Is he joking? What's going on here? Right. And so definitely check him out because he's definitely a good guy. So I got this one in here, but I'm gonna put this one in here because I like that one. It gives me lots of headroom up there at the top. And I get this little guy. Where is he? There he is. I can point. I can see what's going on. So I got some people in the back already. I was looking for my good friend because I came over here. I wasn't actually going to even do a stream necessarily, but I see some people in here. If you guys want to pop in for a minute, because Max was on, and I was thinking about actually popping on to his stream for a second, and then I didn't. And so let me get this camera adjusted here. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. I had way too much headroom. I'll tell you what, I didn't even turn my light on. I got the light in the other room because I was like filming Mark Uno stuff. And like, do you guys like this new hoodie? Check out this hoodie I got. Oh, is this not awesome or what? Check this out. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. This is awesome. What's up, guys? What's up, peanut butter? What's up? I love peanut butter. I'm a big fan of peanut butter. Peanut butter 524. Good to see you. Thank you so much, sir. Dawson, every time, man. Every time. Look at you making the stream here at the late hour. Dawson, if you want to If you want to jump in for a minute and just say hi, I would love to have you. I'm going to probably go through a round robin of things here. But what's up, Steven? Thank you so much, Steven. I appreciate it. Gilbert, I appreciate it, man. Andrew's in the back. He's been waving at me. I see you back. I see you back there, buddy. And he says, happy birthday, Enosh. Corey Bronco Flores says, happy birthday, Enosh. Thank you so much. Absolutely nerds for life, baby. For life. Let's see. Sir Nerd-a-lot. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Amparo, thank you so much, hon. I appreciate that from you. Geeks Cosmics in the back there as well. And says happy birthday. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Ed, thank you, Ed, for saying happy birthday. Dawson says, I wish I could tonight, but got to sleep and get up early. You know what? Sleeping is so overrated. I got to get up in the morning too. That's why I'm going to try to keep this as close to at least an hour as I can, because I got to get up in the morning as well. But I hear you, brother. I definitely hear you. See, Gavin says, happy birthday, Lord Enosh. Yes, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Cristiano says, happy birthday. Jack, what's up, Jack? Jack says, happy birthday as well. Tom says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Cup of Malik says, Poindexter Lounge. Hi, Enosh. Happy birthday to you. Neon Sci-Fi says, happy birthday, Enosh. What's this? Steven says, Enosh is a cool name. You rock with confidence, spunk, and determination. Love the hoodie. I love you, Steven. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you so much. You just made my day, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Kavari says, happy birthday, man. No bad blood. Absolutely, man. Like we all love the stuff that we love. And so I appreciate that. Max says, sorry, I was going to come on, but my wife wants to watch more Orphan Black. Have a great stream, Enosh. Hope you got some great toys on your birthday. So I haven't opened up my presents yet. My wife won't let me until tomorrow after I get home from work, and I got to teach a class online after that. And so I can't open up my presents until tomorrow night at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Let's see. Truth 31 is here and says, whoops, hold on a second here. Truth 31 is here and says, happy birthday, bro. Hope it was a blast. Remember, age ain't nothing but a number. Isn't that true? I'm definitely in on that. Master Nunn, my good friend, is back there waiting, and I'm gonna bring him in just a second. Melissa, I see you in the waiting room. Thank you so much. And says happy birthday. Thank you so much for that, Melissa. I appreciate that. Aaron Entertainment, thank you so much. Kasuka 1992 says happy birthday. Ryan says happy birthday. Thank you. Yes, I did, Jack, and we could talk a little bit about that. Did you hear that they're shooting Zack's Justice League in October? So there will be additional footage. Yes. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so awesome. Music Man. Happy birthday, Enosh. Thank you, Music Man. Jordan, happy birthday, my dude. I love it. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Jaro96 says, happy birthday, Enosh. Rail McMillan says, says happy birthday. Hold on a second. My wife just texted me. I got to see what all that's about. Hold on a second. What is Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Hold on just a second. All right. Hey, Fat Lando's on here. You're supposed to be in bed. I love you, but you're supposed to be in bed. You got school in the morning. Get to bed. Gavin says, more dark side? I hope so. Enosh Damas up in the house. Jordan says, your birthday present is that I got all your lines for Captain Redbeard ready, written up, and ready. I like that. I like that a lot, man. Send them to me, bro. What do I teach? I'm teaching right now. It's just a class for my church. So I'm teaching a class. We do we're doing what's called a community Bible read. And so we all basically we're reading this different kind of Bible that there's no chapters, there's no verses, there's nothing. You just read the story as it progresses, and so you learn that way. And so it's going to be good. But so I got to teach that tomorrow night. Fat Lando, there, you already got you there. Isn't the additional shoots going to last a week? I haven't read all the things, man. I've been so busy, guys, today. This is interesting. I didn't see that. There's some stuff that I definitely got to look up. Dude, bring it on. But see, dude, I just don't think that, I don't know, man. I don't think that, the question is see, if you try to take over the cult from somebody else, you have to do it in style. And I'm not so sure that you can quite do that. Enosh, have you seen Grace Randolph's recent video discussing Ray Fisher? I did. And you know what? I'm not impressed by Hollywood, to be quite honest with you. A lot of excuses out there, a lot of ridiculous stuff out there, but you know what? They're all going to eat crow. Look, they all have to. Everybody's got to appear like they're cool, like they know what they're talking about. The problem is when it all comes down to it, this thing is going to blow up in their face if they're not on the right side of it, for sure. Thank you. It is interesting. It's a fun class, man. I got like 15 people and we're having some fun. Yes, Darth Enosh. Yes. What's up, Matt Jarbo? Feel free to jump in here if you got a minute. Did you hear that Don Sleuth started his animation studio to bring 2D back to the mainstream? I did not, but Ryan, I did see you jump in the other day and then I saw that you had to get out. And so I apologize for not getting to you, man. But I did not see that. I like 2D animation, and I would like to see more 2D animation. Come back. Gavin says, I really thought you were going to shoot lightning. Nice. Enosh, you're like the Emperor, and I'm Darth Vader. There you go. What's up, Matt? From Lightcast Podcast? See, it feels like it's been forever since I've talked to you, dude. Like, I was going to try to get on Ryan's thing earlier today, but I just couldn't. I was so busy, and so hey man, feel free to jump in. I'm gonna have a couple people in here at a time here. It's gonna be a birthday party thing, man. We're gonna have a good time. Let's see. So I'll post that back in here. There's the StreamYard link again. I just posted it in there again. Chicken nugget, chicken wing. What is up, Braden? It is good to see you, buddy. I've missed you, man. It's been a long time since I've talked to you, man. Welcome. Okay. All right. It has, like Cass says, it has been forever. We'll do it let's do it in a few weeks. Absolutely. Let's do that for sure. I want to talk to you about all the crazy stuff that's going on, man. There's like tons of stuff going on. And I mean, there's like stuff coming daily that it's like, if you take a break for a second, if you got to do something for a second, you get behind, and all of a sudden it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right. We're going to jump in. Thank you, Braden. I appreciate it, man. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. All right. So I got people, everybody's talking in the back. So I don't see Cylon, Melissa. But you know what? You never know. You never know. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring Jarbo in here for a second, and Master of None.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, man? Andrew, I'll bring you in a minute. And Melissa and Geeks Cosmic, I'll bring you in too. Whoa.
What's going on?
All right.
Okay. Oh, what's going on?
I just got home, so
you just got home.
Yeah, I was out doing the enumeration stuff. Today was kind of wild. I had to go out. I had like no cases yesterday. Then my boss today was like, "You want some cases?" And he dumped 40 of them in my lap, and they're all over, right? And so I do a couple of them, and I'm like, okay, I kind of wrap up some sections, feeling pretty good because I did some pretty awesome detective work. And I'm like, I need to just knock this one that's far far out. It's way out there in the middle of nowhere. I can do it. I have time. So I drive like the 45 miles to get to this one location. And the sun's setting. It's been pouring down rain all day in Washington. Very dark, very gloomy. I turn up.
Is that clearing up the sky at all?
It did clear up the sky quite a bit, yeah.
Good.
And it was so the air quality is fantastic. But anyway, I turn up this road, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm like. I pull up my app, and the app says, "You're looking for a white RV with a brown stripe with a deck on the right side." I'm like, that's oddly specific, but an RV, okay. And I'm driving up this dirt or this muddy road because it's all kind of washed over. And I see this burned out mobile home, literally demolished by fire mobile home. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, but I don't see an RV. And I'm like, and then I look forward down the road, and the road has been kind of washed over in many places. I have a Kia Soul. It's not meant for off-roading. I'm like, so I pull my car over in the grass. I'm like, I'm just going to hoof it. So I'm losing light by the minute. I start walking down this road until I can't go any further without literally getting myself soaking wet. And I'm like, all right, nah, it's not down here. I turn around and start walking back. I'm still looking around. And again, it's so dark out. All of a sudden I look past this group of trees and I see the top of an RV. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's it. So I deviate off this muddy path into the forest, right? Past like an old like 60s Plymouth that has been like rusted out under a tree, and a bunch of this is like a car graveyard.
Dang.
And I'm walking out there and I'm like, oh, okay.
Banjo music.
I'm just waiting. You know, and keep in mind, this is middle of nowhere. Legitimately, there's not even the nearest McDonald's is over 25 miles away, to give you an idea. Like that is in the middle of nowhere. So I start walking towards this RV, and lo and behold, it's a white RV, white Winnebago with a brown stripe. No deck, but it had a camper trailer, or a long trailer, like an old 1950s style of camper trailer, hooked up to it. It's been there for years. The road itself getting back there, you could tell had been grown over. It was abandoned out there. And like the door is open and I can kind of peek. I just took a quick look inside and it's totally blown the hell out. And I went, I'm pretty sure this is what I'm looking for. It's not inhabitable. No one's been here for years. I'm going to get the hell out of here.
Yes. Go, Matt Jarbo.
No, dude, you go to some weird places. Like you go to some weird locations. And
Matt Jarbo, did I hear you say that you had a soul?
No, not really. It's a Kia. I guess good gas mileage.
A Kia Soul. Would you be willing to sell that soul to Snyder?
In exchange for what? Like
I don't
role
know.
In the movie?
Sure, why not?
Because that could arguably pay more than what the car was worth. So yes.
Yes. Come to the Snyder side. Yes, we will take your soul for sure.
Cool.
Yes.
Do I get dental with that?
Maybe. Don't push it, Jarbo. Don't push it.
I got pretty good health coverage though, like in my state, so that's all right. But
yeah, there you go. Then what do you need it for? Don't try to double dip.
Well, but the dental is kind of crap. So
the Doom Dexter hates it when you try to double dip on the benefits. Now, come on.
I mean, but right now I kind of have to, because who knows where things are going to go in the next couple of years. You know.
True.
And so you gotta play the game how you're going to play the game.
That's true. I've done it myself. I mean, that's how I got my teeth taken care of this year. So the Doom Dexter understands. I do understand. My heart goes out to you.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Diabetes won't cure itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well. Lots of information about Matt Jarbo here on the show.
You know, I feel bad because I used to make jokes about fat people getting diabetes. People who I don't like who are rotund Americans. And then it's one of those things where it's like, you may not want to say that because then I go to the doctor and they're like, you have type 2 diabetes. Like, son of a bitch.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Well, you know.
But I can't complain. To be fair, I can't complain. My numbers are low, which is good. I'm on good medication, which is good. And I get to cut out all that crap I wanted to cut out, but now I'm kind of medically ordered to do it, so it helps out.
They have a reason.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so like, you know what? It's like ha ha ha. Joke's on you, type 2 diabetes. You're under control.
Yeah,
The show took an interesting turn.
Oh, I love when I do that on live streams when I just bring up something random and then I just kill everything.
Diabetes. It's diabetes time.
The Wilford Brimley time.
You're listening to Diabetes Talk with Matt Jarbo is what you're listening to right now. And the Doom Dexter, along with Brian, Master of None. Now let's go back and talk more diabetes right now. So you know what? Yeah. So, you know, before I lost all my weight, I too had been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and that was actually something that I had tried to avoid for a long time, but like I topped out at 430 pounds. So the thing was like literally a month before I had my surgery, I got diagnosed, and I met the angriest woman I think I've ever met, who should not have been in the medical field.
Nurse Ratchet?
No, this lady yelled at me. She was part of I got sent to the diabetes center, and I went there and started talking to this lady, and she started yelling at me because I told her, I said, look, I'm getting ready to have bariatric surgery in less than a month. I said, I'm definitely going to take this serious, like, you know, and do what I need to do. And I did. For the next month, I ate right. I lost 30 pounds, like right away. And I was good. And then, man, she started yelling at me because I told her, I said, my doctor told me that because this is a new case and everything, and because it's not, you know, it's not type 1 diabetes, you know, it's like with weight loss and everything, that I should be able to reverse the effects. And she was like, no, that doesn't happen. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it does. I've got friends who've done just that. She's like, no, once you have this, you have it for life. And I'm like, that's not necessarily true either. I know that she started yelling at me seriously. And I was like, okay, well, I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. And so I ended up losing weight, and no type 2 diabetes, no high blood pressure, no nothing.
Nice.
And yeah, they took me off medication right after I had my surgery, and I've been fine ever since. And so
Nice.
yeah. So I'll tell you what, there is hope, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, my cat got diagnosed with diabetes, and we got him on insulin for a month, and then we changed his diet, and then he kicked diabetes ass.
Hey,
you know,
you can do it. You can do
it. And then I just took him in last week to get checked out again. It had been like 3 years, and we did the blood test because it was like, you know, better to be safe than sorry. And came back with like, nah, he's good. Like, okay.
Thank you, Devontae. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, so like I said, there is hope. What's up, Barcelona B? Might have to go early because exams sadly exist. Happy birthday, Enosh. Thank you so much. I just wanted to jump on after midnight and you know, has people. So you know what? Let's see. You know, I'm just gonna let's make a party of it. What do you guys think? Yeah. You guys good for that?
I got a little bit of time yet. I can't be up too late tonight. I got an early morning. So.
All right, Jarbo with the having to go to bed, but he's gonna stay up just for me, and I appreciate that, Matt. So we're gonna bring in Andrew here. We're gonna bring in Melissa's World. We're gonna bring Geeks Cosmics Entertainment. We're gonna bring in Sir Nerd a Lot, and we're gonna bring in Jay. Yay! And then where did Ryan go? We're bringing Ryan.
Hey.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Wait. Okay, but hold on, everybody. Calm down, one at a time, because otherwise I'm gonna have to send you right back out because we can't hear anything. Still got to do a show. All right, okay. But hey, it's good to see you guys. How are you all doing?
I'm great.
Pretty
awesome.
Good.
Doing great.
So somebody I want to bring up here real quick. I'm going to bring Ryan up here to the front, man, because we didn't get to talk. We didn't get to talk last time. So this is Ryan. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man?
Pretty good, yeah. I'm just trying to get in on the stream because for some reason my internet's a little wanky today. But
yeah, that's all right. That's all right. What's so I know you tried to get in on my last stream and I didn't I didn't get to you as quick as I wanted to, and so but I wanted to give you an opportunity to say hi and see what's on your mind tonight.
Let's see. Well, I guess for one thing, up here in Washington, after the whole smoke and wildfire fiasco, it's finally cleared up, and yeah, I'm just glad the smoke's finally gone. So
Yeah,
that's one thing.
yeah. My dad lives in Washington,
Mm.
in Seattle, and I've got two sisters, and my brother lives in Bellingham, I believe.
Okay.
And so and then Jarbo's up in that neck of the woods as well.
Yep, it was pretty bad here in Olympia, but it cleared up. It cleared up with the rain. I was very happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Is it safe to talk?
Hold on just a second, Melissa. What I'm going to do is I got you all in here, and you can talk, but let's I'm gonna let everybody kind of have their moment. But instead of just having one person at a time, I figure we'd have everybody here so everybody can feel like they're a part of it, and let somebody speak their mind, and then we can all kind of talk about it. Yes, Melissa.
By the way, happy birthday.
Thank you, Melissa. I appreciate that, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Inash.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so back to Ryan here. So yeah, man. So what's going on, bro?
Let's see. I guess nothing much going on. Just trying to. Sorry, let me collect my thoughts here.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah. I guess I don't have a whole lot to say. Just saying how grateful everything is right now after that. So
yeah. No, man, it's a crazy time for sure, man. And it's I tell you what, you don't realize how much you appreciate the little stuff, right? Until something like that happens, and there's that risk that it could be gone,
right?
And we definitely live in a world where on a moment's notice, it seems like something crazy could happen, and so. So, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, bro, for sure. Yeah. All right, so let's talk about some stuff. Melissa, you know what? So I like this. We look like the Brady Bunch here. Right?
There's a story.
Yeah, here we go. Lady. We got 4 people who don't have their pictures in it. We got 3 or 5 that do. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put whoever is talking, and we can all talk. Like I said, I don't care about that, but I just want to make sure that we're not talking over each other, because in that way nobody can understand. That's all. So I'm gonna put Melissa up here in the top left corner. We haven't talked to Melissa in a while. If you don't know Melissa's our good friend. She's got her own channel, Melissa's World. I like how you did that, Ryan. I caught that the little look up there. So Melissa's got a channel, Melissa's World, and Melissa's legally blind, but man, she loves comics. She loves Star Wars. She's a big fan of Kanan Jarrus, and we love Melissa. Melissa, what's going on? I haven't talked to you in a while. There it is.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yes. Yeah, I sent her that Kanan Jarrus as a gift because we appreciate her here in the lounge, and so we're just glad to have her. So
excuse the glare.
No, you're good. You're good. What? So what's on your mind, real quick, Melissa? We're not gonna go full long times here, but what are you thinking about tonight?
Well, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I have a vision disability, but that doesn't stop me from being a nerd. I've been on his show. I've been on his show, Enosh Fett's show for some time now. And I don't know if you guys are aware, some of you, if some of you are new faces, welcome aboard to the lounge. And I'm getting a lightsaber soon.
Ooh, nice.
It's basically a mix of part Graphics, part Canon with the emitter part, and from the middle part, like where the leather wrap is down, it's custom.
Nice.
Hey, real quick. Pelican 74 just gave a $10 super chat and said, happy birthday. Pelican, I love you, man. Been too long. Haven't talked to you in a while, brother. You are awesome. I love you, man. I miss talking to you, man. I literally just rewatched when I first started doing these things, I was on Zoom. Like I so much love this better. But when we did on Zoom and Pelican came in and we talked conspiracy theories, you're gonna have to come back on, brother. We're gonna have to talk some more conspiracy theories for sure. So thank you so much, man. You're awesome. I appreciate that.
Is it safe now?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're good.
If I also want to let you guys know of something that I did recently. If you guys are following my Moses World channel, I've been watching Star Wars, the live action films, like the 9 films with AD. And A for A, audio, D, description. And now what that basically means, like, it's an accessibility feature for those who can't see the film very well. Like I've seen Captain Marvel with AD recently, and that was pretty good. And it alleviates straining, so I can just listen to the audio descriptions of the words on the screen that I can't see too well, or the deep, minute details, like, for example, the Obi-Wan handing Luke the graphic saber. It would say something like, Obi-Wan hands Luke a gray saber hilt or sword hilt in Luke's hand. Luke ignites this long of a blade. It gives a description.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it gives a description of how long it is, though.
You told me backstage that it also has been for cartoons too, like SpongeBob and Clone Wars.
Well, when it comes to cartoons like SpongeBob, Rebels, Clone Wars, in fact, I'm on season 3 of Rebels right now, and I don't have to use AD with cartoons like Rebels and Clone Wars because they're high contrast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry too much about details with cartoons like Rebels, SpongeBob, Clone Wars, because they're all high contrast. Sure. It's the live action films that I have trouble seeing.
Sure.
Like A New Hope, Return of the Jedi. Those are kind of hard to see.
Impressive.
Most impressive.
And check this out.
Well, I'm glad you're getting your lightsaber. I just got another new lightsaber. I just got my Darth Revan lightsaber.
It's not in my hand. It's not in my hands yet.
I know. I can't wait to see your lightsaber when you finally get it, hon.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry it's taken so long.
No, you're all right. I'll tell you what. You know what? There's nothing better than lightsaber day. Let me tell you something. I've had 3 of them this month, and I'm super excited about that, man. I've had 3 lightsaber days this month, which is unheard of. That's unheard of. 3 lightsabers in a month, man. I got Count Dooku. I got Asajj Ventress. Well, I got that for Tiffany. So, but we won't.
Don't spoil the surprise.
No, she knows it. She knows it's hers. But I mean, come on. Let's be realistic, right? It's in the house. It's out there. I have access.
That Vader cutout behind you.
I've got access to it anytime I want to play with that, lightsaber. So, so we got that, and then I just picked up the Darth Revan lightsaber. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited.
Wow.
Well, that's good stuff, and you know what? And Melissa's got some other stuff coming towards her. She's got a cool reader that's coming to her from Cylon, and
it's gonna help me read comics better without killing me.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, because without you'd be like this.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see Melissa when you're able to show that to us. All right.
Also about A New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, the Star Wars movie, A New Hope. Episode what? Is it 3, 4? Episode 4. I was able to do this. Take off my glasses for a short period and listen to the audio description. This is with AD on, and I was like this, watching A New Hope. La la la. Obi-Wan hands Luke a gray sword hilt in his left hand. I'm like, ooh.
Oh,
that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
Darth Vader walks down a long hallway in his black robe.
Wow. It makes you appreciate it in a totally different way, doesn't it, Melissa?
Yeah, Cylon. In fact, Cylon, the guy who's making my magnifier, he commented on my video when I reviewed A New Hope for the second time. This time with AD on, and he was like, "Ooh, glad you were able to enjoy it in a new way."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, Cylon, it beats straining."
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, we're gonna go around the horn. Hey, yeah. Hold on, Chris. Chris says, Enosh, you'll have more room for your lightsabers when you send me your toys or my toys. So I, you know what? I should actually do this. You guys weren't privy to this. I was part of a Facebook group where we did a fictional character draft. This would be something fun to do actually here in the Poindexter Lounge. And if I can arrange it somehow that we can do this would be hilarious, because we did a fictional character draft where we went actual rounds, just like draft, a draft pick kind of thing. And you picked fictional characters. And so I picked all these characters, and like, I was nailing it. And I'm not everybody in the thing did a video, but I did a video for every pick that I took. And so like, picks? Oh, dude, we did like 50 picks. So it was but I'll just say I got like Luke Skywalker. I got the best. I got Luke Skywalker. I got Superman. I got tons of great picks. And Chris was part of that. And so the problem was we got all the way down to the end, and Chris is a huge Sting fan from wrestling, right? And so it came down to the end, and I picked Sting. And I made a bad choice there, because I'm trying to remember what it was, but somehow, because I was in something something that we had done, it made it to be like I was a fictional character. And so he chose me because he could not pick Sting. So he came back on me. He chose me, which means he gets everything that I have. So he left me with nothing in the fictional draft. And that's why he made the joke there that they're his toys, because he said you could just send all my toys along to me. So get out of here, Chris. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I'm gonna. So Andrew, I know, is chomping at the bit, and so he was in there quick. So I'm gonna give Andrew the spot up here in the left corner. Melissa, it was great talking to you. Stick around here, we can keep chatting. But I want to say hello to Andrew real quick. Andrew, what's on your mind? What's in your thoughts right now?
Well, I've seen a lot of news stuff recently. Like one, I sent you a tweet that you liked about the Flash cameos.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? Like, I'm all down for the Flash cameos, dude. Like, I know that there's some people who are like, we don't want to see Nicolas Cage in there or whatever. It's like, look, I don't want Nicolas Cage to be the Superman, and I'd be interested to hear Matt Jarbo's take on this. Matt, what do you think? I mean, like, I don't want to see Nicolas Cage take over the movie and just be Superman, but I'm down with seeing him actually like have a cameo. Like, I think I'd be totally cool with that. What do you think, Matt?
I say do it.
Yeah.
I say let him go full Nick Cage Superman. Like, we're talking full leaving Las Vegas, alcoholic, drunk Clark Kent, behind on child support, out of jobs, just 100%, like, just the Superman we all know he would be, and how amazing that would be.
Yeah,
and I think I say go for it. I mean, all things considered, like, I've met Nicolas Cage one time.
Really?
Yeah, it was at Comic-Con 2007. He was there in a very limited capacity. Like, he had his own room, but nobody knew where he was because they didn't advertise it. He went off on his own and was like, had a person outside stopping people that were going like, "Hey, do you want to meet Nick Cage?" Just like that.
Wow.
And the truth of the situation was this: my boss had given me the weekend off of work under the condition that I attempt to get a signed copy of Nicolas Cage's comic book for his daughter, who was like a huge Nick Cage fan. And I knew he was there. I just didn't know where. My friend and I walked around for like an hour trying to find Nick Cage. We ended up on the top floor around the back end of the convention center, where literally all, like, it was like so sparsely populated. And we're walking around like, man, where the hell is Nick Cage? And then all of a sudden, this lady in a pink dress is on her phone. She just lowers her phone. She looks right at me. She's like, "Hey, you guys want to meet Nick Cage?" And I looked at my friend, looked back at her, said, "Why, yes, I do." And she's like, "All right, he's right in this room." And I literally peeked in a room, and there was like Nick Cage, his son, and like 8 security guards and like 3 other people like that were walking in. So they were like, it's $5 a comic and they'll sign it. So I bought 2 comics and I went in there and Nick is there and I walk up and I'm like, how you doing this morning? And he's like, I'm doing pretty good. Like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm awake. You know, and that's my usual go-to. And he's like, yeah, I hear you. You know, and his son just kind of gives me this look like, you're talking to my dad. Because this is like his full-grown, like, goth son. Yeah. It was a super odd encounter, but, like, he was really nice. So I would love to see him as Superman. I think that would be, I think, like, look, if they're going to go, like, you want to win me over to the multiverse idea, because I'm absolutely against it. Give me Nick Cage Superman, you know? If you're going to bring in Tim Burton Batman, give me Tim Burton Superman.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the Superman of the Michael Keaton universe.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Give me that bad suit and everything. Just
absolutely. I've got a T-shirt upstairs with I should have worn it because I got a T-shirt upstairs with Nicolas Cage. It's got that whole thing on it, and so
yeah, I mean,
I'd love
with
to see it.
the other ones, the cameo set. I mean, we got like Grant Gustin's Flash, the movie Batman's Kilmer, Clooney, Christian Bale. And all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say this, Jack. No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
For shame.
Not gonna happen. Cylon Scotty. Cylon is watching. So Cylon's watching.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah, Cylon's watching. He says we were just watching the Community episode about Nick Cage. So there you go.
It's a great episode.
Hey, Cylon, how's the magnifier coming?
I knew that question was coming.
Oh, look, he just
speaking of Cylon, Scotty with a $10 super chat. Happy birthday, Enosh. Good to see you all here. Hey, Cylon, you are awesome. You rock, buddy. I love Cylon. I'll tell you what, that guy is a great guy, and yeah, I really appreciate him and Sophie. Both of you guys are just absolutely awesome, and you are amazing parts of the Poindexter Lounge. And I'm very grateful for both of you, and I'm thankful that you guys are here. And so I just want to say that I've had some great conversations with Cylon, and so I just wanted to say that because I definitely appreciate both of them. So
so I don't know, I'm for it because it looks like Marvel is going to be doing the same thing, you know, with Doctor Strange too. Because I've been hearing recently that they're thinking of getting Tom Cruise as another universe version of Iron Man and John Krasinski as another universe Captain America.
Hey, yeah, I mean, that probably doesn't seem really realistic, to be fair. You know, why would Tom Cruise want to come in as a bit for that?
Yeah.
And, I mean, like, you know, but I don't know. I mean, certain people out there that are prone to disbelieve the Snyder Cut are probably going to come out and believe it. That the Marvel rumor is true.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, you can get all kinds of people like Edward Norton's the Hulk, Chris Evans is Human Torch, Hugh Jackman.
I don't think that they're going to do that though. I don't.
Hold on a second.
Yeah,
but there's one person I would think would make sense is this guy.
See, I could see them doing that. I could see them actually, but see, I don't think. No, hold on though. But see, here's what you got to remember though: is that I think that if they're going to do that, it's going to be its own thing. I don't think that they'll do that in a Disney movie because. I mean, what do you think, Matt? Because I mean, as much as I would love to see it, the other ones are. Do you think that Sony is going to put together some kind of package deal for and somehow try to bring back Toby and Andrew Garfield?
Not for a Marvel movie. That would only be unless because okay, like the way the deal works is that on a Sony like on a Spider-Man movie, Sony gets pretty much like the vast majority of the money.
Yeah.
Marvel gets like first. I don't know what their new contract is, but they used to just get, they got a percentage of the first day gross, which is pretty good considering. But they put in all the work. I'm sorry, they did. Like it was their production team. Feige's the one who chose the director, and Feige's the one who oversaw it. And Sony's out there trying to take credit. And so I understand why Marvel's doing what it's doing. It would only be if the contract for Spider-Man is up for renewal, because it will be in a couple years. And when that's up for renewal again, I could see Sony like talking about bringing that to the table. But look, Tobey Maguire turned down $50 million to star in Spider-Man 4 and 5.
Really?
Andrew Garfield, he's kind of over it.
Yeah.
And he had his run. Sony kind of screwed him over. They left him kind of holding the bag. If you think about it, they put all that on. They kind of put a lot of that on him. Never mind the fact that they were the ones trying to shoehorn the start of a universe into 2 movies. Like Warner Brothers did the exact same thing. And then Sony's like, well, let's figure out a way to make it work now. And now they're trying. It's all a mess. It's all a mess.
Yeah. Well, and see, I think if anything like that does happen, that the only way that we'll see something like that is, like you said. I mean, if all the floodgates open and a miracle happens, it would be Sony. It's not going to be a Disney film.
Yeah.
And then also the way that I could see it happening would be animation.
Animation. Oh, I mean,
well, if they did that in the Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Yes.
I could see that being a thing. I could see Tom Holland popping up. And for some reason, like the animated side of it, like I'm totally on board with there being a multiverse.
Yeah.
In animation. I just don't care about it live action. I really just, I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I want to bring up these 2 things. Music.
Yeah.
He is. Robert Downey Jr. does show up at the end of the Incredible Hulk, but when Mark Ruffalo comes in, there's no word about the version that Edward Norton went through. No Liv Tyler, no a lot of stuff. I mean, sure we had General Ross, but nothing from that version. And also, Lord Blaze, you think Disney will ruin Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man?
No, they wouldn't. Feige liked that version of Spider-Man, I think, because I think he had some consultation on it too, because he was representing Marvel. I know he worked on the first X-Men, and I think he had something to do with Raimi's Spider-Man as well. And Spider-Man's always been his favorite character, so he's been very open about that.
Well, and Music Man brings up a good point. Ed Norton's Hulk is the MCU Hulk.
Yeah, but they pretty much forgot that version.
No, it's still the Hulk. No, I mean they brought General Ross back. That's still the Hulk. I mean it's not. I mean it's Ruffalo playing him now, but it's still the same Hulk.
Well, there's a reason. There's a big reason why they haven't gone back to that yet, and that has a lot to do with the rights deal with Universal. It's honestly too much of a mess in order for it, because Universal has first right of refusal on a Hulk movie, on a solo Hulk movie. They can use the Hulk in other films, like other team up movies, but they can't give him his own solo movie.
Exactly.
And that might also mean Betty Ross and like Abomination and all the other stuff that they had established in that version of the film. So which is one of the reasons why Ruffalo's version is still slightly different, even though it is the same one. They've just kind of moved away from the Incredible Hulk being more of a take on the TV show, which I loved, by the way. I thought that was great that it was more of an adaptation of that. Yeah. But also Edward Norton and his own freaking hubris is what it's a nice way of saying that. He screwed himself on that deal, and Mark Ruffalo has literally made umpteen $1 million by just like showing up and just going like, I'm Mark Ruffalo and I'm literally here to do whatever it is you want me to do, even the dirty stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like, in my opinion, Norton and Ruffalo feel like 2 different Hulk. Because one is like, which is Norton going Hulk smash, and then it suddenly goes to Professor Hulk holding tacos and dabbing. That feels like 2 different Hulks.
But dude, that happened over how many movies though, man? Like it's not like, okay, but I could understand that opinion, Andrew. Like if you saw the Ed Norton movie and it was just that, and then like the first movie that Hulk is in, he's doing that, but literally Hulk is smashing everything and killing people. That was part of the whole thing with Civil War, is that Hulk is destroying stuff, and they got to talk him down, and Black Widow has to talk him down and all that stuff. So he didn't just like wake up one. I mean, it took. Now I will say this: the MCU did a horrible job in explaining Professor Hulk. Like, because they didn't give him any. There was no development. There was no character development. It was literally we got Thor Ragnarok, and there was Hulk, and he was
Finally,
you know,
speaking
he was speaking, but then it jumped right to Professor Hulk, and I have a problem with that, and I think that that's one of the things that makes that movie suck is the fact that there is no character development when it comes to the Hulk. It's just like, hey, a bunch of stuff happened off screen. If that had happened in a DC movie, do you know how many people would be ticked off because they would be like, DC sucks because they didn't do it, they didn't show us how, you know, this happened and that happened. And
don't get me started.
Yeah, that's another thing. But hey, Andrew, I want to give other people a chance too. So thank you so much, man. You got some questions and I appreciate it. So I am gonna throw Sir Nerd-a-Lot up there. What's up, Sir Nerd-a-Lot? Hey, what's up? Good to see you, man. You've been quiet, so I appreciate it. But hey, man, good to see you. Real quick before Sir Nerd-a-Lot, look at this. Look at Sophie coming here. This is Cylon's main lady here, the only lady, I guess. I don't mean to say that. What's up, Sophie? I love Sophie. Happy birthday, Enosh, from Sophie. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. You are awesome. I appreciate that. You rock, Sophie. Sophie is awesome. Sophie is awesome. Like I said, I can't say enough about these two. They've been absolutely fabulous. So
that's awesome.
So thank you so much. All right, man. What's up, Sir Nerd-a-Lot?
Oh, not much. Oh, did it come through?
Yep. No, I hear you. You.
Okay.
Yep, I hear you.
Oh yeah, not much. I guess long time listener, first time caller.
Yeah, man. Is this the first time you've been on with me here? I thought there was one other time. Oh man, we've been on another stream together.
Yes.
Well, welcome to the Poindexter Lounge, man.
Welcome
to the family.
Lounge. Welcome to the family. Absolutely.
Welcome.
Man.
Welcome.
Also,
happy birthday, Enosh.
Thank you, sir. I have loved your name for a long time, so I know that. So, because the first time
that was kind of weird. I had been watching Monty Python's Holy Grail for Sir Nerd-a-Lot. So basically, it's taken from Sir Lancelot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well, I love me some Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I mean, come on.
Oh yes, who doesn't?
Who doesn't? You know, I'll tell you what. I showed my kids Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Like Silent Scotty says, "You're killing me, man." Oh. I promise you, you're his only squeeze. But no, it's funny because I was showing my kids the movie and like because we do these, you know, we do movie nights a lot, and I like to show my kids old movies that I liked, you know, growing up and stuff. And so Monty Python is one of those things like people either get it or they just don't, you know, and it's just the way it is. But I'll tell you what, I showed that to them. And I thought, look, I'm gonna know if they get it right off the bat, right? You know, with the whole intro, you know, with the sacking and all that stuff. It's like if they get that joke, I think we're gonna be good. And I just sat back and watched, and all of a sudden they just started laughing hysterically, and I was like, yes, I love these kids. Yes, they get to stay. And so, yeah, man, they love Holy Grail for sure. Yeah, man.
Too bad the ending sucks. That's my only complaint with that movie. It's like I don't like the ending. I don't like endings like that where it just I know it's like that irreverent right turn.
Get out of here, Jarbo. We love it.
I don't like it. I'm just not a fan. Like
I never seen Monty Python.
You've never seen Monty Python, Andrew? Get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. You just got to, man. You just got to. It's just one of the, but no, I hear what you're saying, Jarb. Like it ends very abruptly and is kind of out of left field. And like you feel like there should have been a better ending for it, but it's still, like it's a funny ending. It's that, like you said, that out of left field ending that,
It just I mean, like I get it. Like they're kind of establishing it all the way through by having the random detective show up. Yeah. And you're like, the hell is going on with this? Like, is it just everyone LARPing for a weekend? And that's really the world that we're in at this point in time. Yeah. I mean, it's don't get me wrong. Like I love the movie. I love the jokes. I love Monty Python, but I just, that ending is always, it's like the ending of Time Bandits, and maybe it's just a Monty Python thing because Terry Gilliam and endings, I don't know, because the ending of Time Bandits I freaking hate because it's just over.
Yeah.
And there's no resolution. It's like, oh, well, we stopped the darkness. Okay, cool. Oh, now my parents are dead. Wait, what? And then wait, what? What's going on now? And then it's like roll credits, and you walk out going, hold on.
What?
Wait, did they just kill that kid's parents? And like they left him, and he's like, there's a smoking pile of ash in like the microwave. Those are his parents, and he's an orphan now, and the time bandits are gone. And now it's like we're leaving this kid, and we're like, well, what's gonna happen to him next? And it's like you're never gonna know. You know, it's like you're never gonna find out what it's like the ending of Super Mario Brothers the movie, right? Daisy kicks down the door. Mario, Luigi, I need your help. And as a kid, I was like, yes. And then as an adult, I'm still disappointed we never got a sequel.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen Super Mario Brothers?
I've never seen Super Mario.
Oh my god, dude, it's not as bad of a movie as ever. It's
really.
It's a bad movie. It's a bad movie, but it's not like it's one of those things where when you watch it, it's like you go, yeah, okay, like I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the way that it is. It's like do you like Howard the Duck?
Oh, I love Howard the Duck.
Same concept, right? Howard the Duck, objectively bad movie, but you will never find a person to actively say I hate Howard the Duck. And if anyone does actually say I hate Howard the Duck, they are lying or they haven't seen it.
Oh.
Right.
So we got a couple of Geeks Cosmic Entertainment. He was dropping. Are you still here?
He said
he says his wife.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah,
Okay. I was just making sure I wasn't missing him because I'm trying to. My StreamYard's doing this weird thing where it's like usually the top of it is like really small and like all of a sudden it like keeps extending and it's like getting whiter. It's like this big panel of white up at the top, so I have to keep messing with it. So I can't see always who's in. But says I never saw Monty Python. I do own it on DVD. It's not open yet. I had it for 5 years, dude. You gotta watch it. You got to watch it. Cylon says, I'm one of the few that loves the Super Mario movie.
Yeah, but the guy who played Mario?
Oh, yeah, well, dude, what's his name? Who played Mario? It was
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins, yeah.
I wanted to hear him say,
It's
Mario.
Yeah, but
no,
that's a thing that's newer. That's not back then.
That's Super Mario 64, man. That's Charles Martinet.
Yeah.
You know, because Illumination is doing a Mario Brothers movie.
Yes.
They are. And like in that movie, have him say it. Like I will be functionally disappointed as a Nintendo fan, and I think just as a human, if I'm watching that movie and I don't hear it's me, a Mario, at least once.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
if I don't and then I will bitch at Charles Martinet on Twitter too. Like, what's going on here, man? Do you want too much money?
Well, I mean, they get the same all the games.
Yeah, I hear you.
I met him at E3. He's a very nice gentleman.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying it's like, they got to like Nintendo in the early 90s was trying to capitalize on, you know, like they did the Double Dragon movie, they did the Street Fighter movie, they did the Mortal Kombat movie, and it's like Double Dragon was like objectively the worst out of the bunch because it's like it was bad and not even redeemably so. Whereas like Street Fighter is one of my personal favorite movies of all time.
One of the best.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And then Mortal Kombat was just good.
The ironic part is that we never got Street Fighter 2.
Oh,
actually,
which is ironic because like we only got up to Street Fighter 2 in video games, and then it was like Street Fighter 2 every different edition you could possibly imagine, but we're just never going to call it Street Fighter 3.
There's actually, I believe it was in like either 99 or 2000. There was Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
What?
and Korn did the soundtrack.
What?
Yes, and it's good. It is actually really good.
Wow.
Yeah, I caught it. I caught it once on Encore back when Encore was a thing, and two, they used to show anime on like Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm.
They used to show like, oh, do you want to watch some obscure Japanimation, which is what it was known at the time.
Yeah.
And because I'm dating myself here, obviously. And then there was like, yeah, Japanimation or Japanime or just something you want to jerk off to without really weirding out your parents. Or really weirding them out, depending if they come down and catch you. But the whole point, not a true story on that one, just an observation.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Jarbo, speaking of Charles Martinet, I once watched an interview of him talking about how he got the role of Mario. It's a pretty interesting story.
That's interesting. So So McLovin, thank you so much now for putting that visual in my head, because I don't know what you look like, but I know what McLovin looks like in the movie. And so now I'm just thinking of McLovin singing "Happy Birthday" to me in the Marilyn Monroe voice.
Oh, that was so
But hey, hold on a second, because you know what? Because actually, I do want to get back to this, because I know we got off on this whole other thing, but you know, Sir Nerd-a-Lot is in the place of honor. He's up in the corner, and
it's all good.
I know, but we started to get to Sir Nerd-a-Lot and what he was going to say, and then we that's just the nature of the beast. We just went down this
Monty Python. That's what it does. It just takes you down a crazy road,
and then all of a sudden you wake up and you realize the stream is over, and we never got to Sir Nerd-a-Lot. So my friend, what's and then of course Jack comes in. What's Monty Python?
Ooh.
I'm gonna take it because you're a Ravens fan. That's just yeah.
I mean, look, you got Dark Side, the Zack Snyder Dark Side.
There you go. But anyways, yeah. So Sir Nerd-a-Lot. So what's on your mind, my friend?
Okay, so you have kids. I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of child programming.
Okay.
And so what's some that really have stuck with you?
Kids...
other than the big fandom stuff like the DC and the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, that was stuff I introduced my kids to.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. I love SpongeBob. I am not ashamed.
Same here.
I am not ashamed to admit
Same
it.
here.
I love SpongeBob. I'll tell you guys. So here's a funny story for you guys. When I had my bariatric surgery, the whole family had to leave me at the hospital the night that I had my surgery. And so I had a morphine drip. And I don't know why nobody put me back in bed. So I got up and I sat because I needed to sit up. And so I'm sitting up in the hospital chair and I'm sitting there and like I was so out of it because I had a morphine drip. And so like I was in a lot of pain at first. And so every 12 minutes I could hit the morphine drip button. They said in the first like hour I hit it like 57 times. But it doesn't give you the medication every time. So I figured out that it was every 12 minutes. And what would happen is I started falling asleep. So I'd hit the morphine drip. The pain would go for a minute and I would fall asleep. And then I would wake up when the pain would come back and I would hit the morphine drip again and I'd fall asleep again. But nobody came and put me back in bed. So I sat there. My tailbone, honest to God, was numb for 3 weeks after sitting up for 48 hours straight in that chair. Now, I will tell you this. The first night that they left, my kids had been watching Nickelodeon while they were up visiting me. They left the TV on. So I wake up at 3 a.m. in a morphine haze and SpongeBob is on. And I love SpongeBob. But I'll tell you what,
I bet that was trippy though.
Nothing will freak you out more than watching SpongeBob while you're on morphine. Just saying. Yeah. So that's that story. But so here, and the thing is, I didn't have the energy to turn the TV off. So like, I was like, I couldn't move. And so like, I was just like, oh my God, please somebody turn it off. But I couldn't, but I love SpongeBob. So there was a show that is no longer on, and it's a travesty that this show is no longer on, but it was on the Noggin Network. Ooh. And it was called Jack's Big Music Show.
I never heard of that.
Jack's Big Music Show was awesome because it taught kids about music. It was all about music. And there was this little guy, his name was Jack. And then he had this girl character, I think named Mary, and they would sing and stuff, and they had a dog, and it was fabulous. And every episode they talked about music. They played new instruments. They had all kinds of fun stuff on there. And my son Landon, he loved that show because he's always loved music. He's always had really great rhythm, and he plays drums now. But he loved that show, and I loved watching that show with him because we just had so much fun. Another show that I got into, honestly, that I am kind of ashamed to say, but you know what? I'm not, because it was actually a funny show, even though it's like 4 kids or whatever. But it was set up just like a regular I don't know, a regular sitcom, and that's iCarly.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, iCarly was fun. Along with also this one was cornier, but what was the Victorious? Sorry, was it Victoria Jackson? Not Victoria Jackson. Not Victoria Jackson. Victoria Justice. Yeah, Victoria Justice. And so I like both of those shows. I'm trying to think if there's any other kid shows.
I've seen Hannah Montana as a kid.
I see your poster back there. I see you got a couple of Hannah Montana posters. I wasn't really into Hannah Montana. Who did you say, Geeks?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's. Yes. Rocco's. Well, I would almost debate that that's not a kid show. I know it was animation and I know it was on Nickelodeon, but man, oh man, that and occasionally Ren and Stimpy.
Modern Life.
Oh yeah, I know Rocco's Modern Life. Dude, there's a lot of very adult themed stuff in Rocco's Modern Life. Oh yeah.
And that's the really good ones. The ones that can stay true to being a kids program, but still have those.
Oh my gosh,
adult themes in there.
There's on Rocco's Modern Life. There's a straight up sex line episode where Rocco works for a sex line, and it's like it's called baby. Yeah, it's called like 1-900 like hot talk or whatever, and like it's like, what am I watching here? This is supposed to be like for little kids. Like, what the heck is this? But no, there's lots of shows like that. I mean, I grew up.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Andrew.
Well, I'm gonna say a couple. One, like a kid show that I used to love that taught me stuff was Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
So, how do you feel about the new Blue's Clues?
Not bad. It still captures the spirit of the original.
Yeah, it does.
And
for other one.
And other shows other than SpongeBob I used to like was like Danny Phantom and Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents. Like for Denzel Crocker Fairies.
Yeah. What else did you say, Geeks Cosmic? Oh, and
he's gone.
Yep, I think he.
I seen Fairly Odd Parents too. It's pretty awesome. I like how Cosmo and Wanda, the way they. I even learned that how wands are similar to lightsabers with charging, like the wand.
That's interesting.
Like the wand might have a diadium power cell of its own.
Oh, for sure. Well, Jeff, that goes without saying, man. Like some of that stuff, I mean,
right?
Like, I'd still watch. I would still watch Tiny Toon Adventures or any of that stuff. I love all that stuff.
Animaniacs.
Yes. I love the Fairly Odd Parents. I love the idea of magic and using a wand and.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and I always like watching the Timmy Crazy Teacher, Mr. Cracker, going Fairy Got Fairies.
Fairies. I'm interested in Matt. There's lots of shows. I mean, there's obviously the cartoons that I grew up with. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but while I'm thinking about that,
Matt, show. Me and my dad love that one.
Yeah, like I'm actually voicing a character for Jordan's. Who's the guy? One of the characters from regular show. Because he's doing an animation of that, and so I'm doing that. But
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Mr. I can't think of his name right now. But
JT Quintel.
No, I can't think of his name right now. Matt, you got kids. Are there any that stand out to you that you like? Or
are you asking if I like my children?
No. That too. Yeah. Anything in particular?
Well, I mean, I have a 2.5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean, the stuff we watch is, we watch Fancy Nancy on Disney Plus. That my daughter likes that. My oldest daughter likes that quite a bit. It's a CG show about a 6-year-old girl who wants everything to be fancy. It's not bad, actually. It's actually a pretty good show, surprisingly. And then I show her like we watch a lot of Disney Plus, and there's not a lot on there that's real racy. To be fair, that's a lot of the Disney stuff. But I will say this though, one of my favorite adult jokes in a kids movie is the 2007 TMNT.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
When Donatello was working the call center job, and he just goes, "Sir, this is not that kind of phone line."
Oh,
so it's a very brief line. It's a very brief line, but yeah. Well, that's the thing too, is back in the early 90s on Nickelodeon, they really did let, like, after 9 p.m. they really did let that go. I mean, that was around the same time that Beavis and Butthead was airing at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Right. Yeah.
And that was airing in prime time. We used to sit down and watch and eat dinner and watch Beavis and Butthead on MTV.
Right. Hey, one of my first jobs, I worked at the Longway Planetarium, and literally at the planetarium, we did rock laser shows, and in our atrium, our foyer area, we would play MTV on all the TVs in the foyer, cool. and so Beavis and Butthead would be playing, because that's what everybody loved the show. That's coming back, actually. They're doing
I saw the film junkie talk about it once.
Yeah. So, by the way, welcome to Zeros to Heroes. I just met Zeros to Heroes a couple of days ago, and
I agree on his comments.
Jimmy Neutron is my jam.
Yes.
Yeah, like there's so many of these good shows. Was there another one, Matt, that you were getting ready to say?
No, not that I can think of. I actually have to run though. But
okay.
Yeah, no, it's got to be a lot. It was a long day of working, and I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here for too much longer because, like I said, we're already at an hour and 11 minutes. I've been trying to go around fast, and I want to get to a couple. I got one more guy. Or two more guys. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I will take off. Happy birthday, buddy. Have a good one. How old are you now, by the way?
I am 44.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Only a couple more years to double ARP, man.
I went to go make myself big, and I made him big because I forgot that he was in the spot.
Well, it would have been funnier if that was a Viagra pill, because you might need that here pretty soon.
No, I'm good. I'm all good, buddy. I'm all good. All right.
You guys have a good one. All right. Peace.
Okay.
Later.
Let's see. Okay. So,
May I fill any of the newbies in on my favorite Star Wars character?
What is it?
It's him.
Oh yeah, we saw that. Yep.
Oh yeah, we know it's Kanan.
Yeah, we love her favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite character from Rebels. Also,
nice. I'm on season 3. I'm on season 3 now. A few episodes.
Oh, is that when Ahsoka comes in?
Darth Maul and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm learning something. I learned something new about Kanan's acuity. Like when he's in bright light, he can see like shapes of people. Like he could see Ezra's shape. Darth Maul.
Wondered about that. I've often wondered about like what Kanan is able to see, because obviously he reaches out with the Force a lot. So it's
I guess
it's dependent upon it. Do you consider it seeing, or do you consider it that he feels where people are, because he's able to still fight with a lightsaber while he's blind?
Well, he tends to do this every so often, like with his hand.
So, I like this Zeros to Heroes. I like that. I like that pick for sure.
But when
no one could beat Vader.
But when Kanan's in like bright light, there's a scene where Darth Maul and Ezra are fiddling with the holocrons. And Kanan, for a brief moment, could see Ezra's shadow or shape.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Funny thing, I found out that Kanan was voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes.
Well, I know that part.
That's why, look.
I mean, the guy who played Fred in Scooby-Doo?
Well, no. I mean, the thing is, Freddie Prinze Jr., I mean, that was one thing that he did.
Yeah, well, that's for what I know.
Yeah.
So it's Sarah Michelle Gellar, too.
But I mean, Freddie Prinze Jr. has been in a lot of different things. I mean, he was in, obviously he was kind of like that, for a while he was that heartthrob guy.
Oh, he was the it guy back then.
Yeah, he was the it guy, but he's been in a ton of movies. But the thing is like, that's what I say when everybody's like especially back when he said his piece about Star Wars and everybody flipped out and they're like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? He's Kanan Jarrus. He's more of a Jedi than most of us. And he got to work right alongside Dave Filoni, who was George Lucas's right-hand man and invented the stuff. So come on.
About that part, Enosh and I were jibber-jabbering about it when he and I first met, me and Enosh. And I was upset, like, oh, I never see Kanan so mad. Are you okay, Master Jarrus? Like, you're not okay.
Well,
And
you know what? But he's, you know what? I understand why he gets mad, because people they lose their stuff. Look, I was just talking to somebody about this tonight. You don't have to like everything Star Wars. You don't have to like everything DC. You don't have to like everything Marvel. You don't have to like everything Star Trek, right, Master of None?
Yes,
Right there, Brian. You don't have to like everything, but don't crap on everybody else's stuff. A lot of you guys, Goldman. A lot of
people
you guys
were saying,
and I'm actually working. Hold on just a second, Melissa, because I was going to say we're going to do a series, me, Goldman, and Dawson from
from Nerdy, yeah.
From Nerdy in Many Ways. And so the three of us are going to do a series, basically taking each movie and breaking it down and talking about each thing. But I love something that Goldman tweeted, was it today or yesterday? And it said something to the effect, basically, and I'm paraphrasing here, but something to the effect of like, your least favorite Star Wars movie is somebody's favorite.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that they're wrong. It doesn't mean that you're right, or you got to explain yourself and tell us all how right you are. Look, I saw somebody literally today because Goldman, he put out a 2-hour video explaining why Rey is not a Mary Sue.
Oh, I've been hearing that for years.
And he makes some awesome statements. And you know what? There are people who were very respectful and said, you know what? I love the work that he put into it, but I disagree with this or that. Right. And that's fine. That's fine. But then there's always somebody who's got to come in and be like, you're wrong. You're stupid. You don't know anything about Star Wars. If you knew anything about Star Wars, you'd know this and that. And it's like, Matt's gone now. Matt's gone now. But Matt put out a tweet today about Star Wars, and basically everybody just comes in and starts, because he talked about the prequels, and this is one of the ideas that I want to investigate actually in this thing that we're going to do is when the prequels came out, everybody hated the prequels. Everybody crapped all over the prequels. And now 15 years later, since the prequels have ended, everybody's like on this thing, the prequels are awesome and we love them.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's great, right? That's awesome. But he put out there, do you think that people will warm up to The Last Jedi the same way that they've warmed up to those things? And I say this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
I do. You know why? Because time has a way of opening up ideas and thoughts to people. But you know what? The whole thread was like, nope, not going to happen. I will never like The Last Jedi. I will never listen to The Last Jedi. I watched first of all, if you only watch if you only watch The Last Jedi once, or if you only watched anything once and you formed that strong of an opinion that it's absolutely awful and horrible and you're never going to watch it again and everybody's stupid for liking it, the problem is not the movie.
It's the fans. It's you.
Just saying, you can't watch something once and look. Even if you hate it, right? I get it, but the thing is like, the more you watch something, the more you get out of it, the more you see where things are and where they're going and stuff like that. And but there's everybody, and I'm not saying this to say that look, if you don't like The Last Jedi, that you're wrong either. But what I am saying is how we communicate that with one another says a lot, and I just feel that like, to say that I'm never ever going to appreciate something is just stubborn, is what it is. And
exactly.
And we don't, and there's none of us are calling from the future, so none of us know how people are going to view the sequels in 10 years, because we don't know what new Star Wars stories are going to be told. We don't know what new movies are going to come out yet. We don't know what things may connect and have connecting tissue to the sequels and reveals and stuff. My gosh, we could get stuff in the Mandalorian season 2 that makes the sequels that much better for people. We don't know. And so never say never. Never say never. Sting came to the WWE. Never say never. I mean, it sucked because he got treated like crap and he ended up getting injured. But you know what? He was there still. He was still there. I would have still loved to have seen Sting versus Undertaker. But anyway,
yeah, because
what
you were saying about the people and how they view Star Wars films, I see the same thing happen for the DCEU, because you know how much hate Man of Steel and BVS been getting. Well, I wasn't one of those people, but nowadays, not everyone, but I'm seeing most people starting to like Man of Steel now.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Batman v Superman. There were people who absolutely hated Batman v Superman, and now they're coming around. So here's something interesting. I did not know this. Garguts Entertainment. Freddie Prinze Jr. was a writer for WWE.
For a short period of time in the early 2000s.
That's interesting. What's up, Guider? What's up, Guider?
Well, it's morning for him.
You can call me Joker says, Enosh, even if I would take drugs, there's no way I could appreciate the last trilogy.
Okay, so I'm one of those people that despise 2/3 of the prequels. Like, I don't like the first 2 at all. But I cried at the end of The Last Jedi.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah, when Luke faded off into the distance looking at 2 suns.
You're totally right.
He went out on his own terms. I tell you what, he went on his own terms.
And then he did it doing the most powerful thing any Force user has ever done. So right there,
he's got a new logo.
And the other time I cried is when I saw Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill on screen at the same time.
Stop it!
And you know what? Are there mistakes were made? Should we have seen the trio on screen one last time together?
Yes.
Sure,
but here's the thing. The movie wasn't about them.
Yeah. It didn't ruin everything? No, it did not.
That got me tearing the part when Luke phases away. I was like, no.
Yeah, but the thing is, he went out on his own terms, and he went out saving people and actually doing exactly what Obi-Wan did. Obi-Wan distracted everyone. I just look at it this way: if the prequels had come out first, how would we evolve? Oh my god, that is the greatest,
right,
dude? That little older thing right there is the greatest scene in Star Wars.
See you around, kid.
Oh, yeah, those were last words.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Look, I will challenge. You know what? This is maybe what we should do. Maybe we should have a watch party of Last Jedi here, because I will tell you something right now. I would love for you to see The Last Jedi through my eyes, because I have watched Star Wars with so many people. You guys don't even know how many people I have initiated into Star Wars, okay, over the years that I have sat down with it, because here's what I like to do when I watch Star Wars, okay? If I'm there with the first person, with a person who's seen it for the first time, this is how I introduced it to my boys. We'd go through something, I would stop it and I would say, do you understand what's going on here? And they would look at me and go, no, I don't understand this. I don't understand that. This is what's happening here. And we would talk about it, and I would make sure that they understood, and then we'd keep going. The problem is we get to watching these movies and we're distracted. We only watch the movie one time, so we miss so many things that we didn't see that first time. And there's just a lot of things that we miss when we don't give, like, look, if you're a casual moviegoer, that's fine. But if you're excitable enough to like say that you hate something, like, and say that you're going to boycott it and all those things, then I think that you should give time to watching a movie a few times and looking at the context of it, looking at where it fits into the rest of the movies, if it's from a franchise, if it's from, something like that, and then watch it with somebody who likes it. And you know what? So I'm gonna bring this up. I was gonna do a special. Well, I am gonna do a video about it too. Actually, I think. But I wanted to share this with you guys because you guys all know that we did a video for the Dune trailer last week.
I saw that.
right? So we did a Dune trailer video. I don't know anything about Dune. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I never read the book. I never saw the original movie. Okay. So I am ignorant of that franchise as far as what everything is. I had one guy leave me a comment on that video, tore me a new one, told me that I was stupid, basically told me that my family like insinuated that we didn't have enough intelligence to read the book.
Whoa.
Was upset because I compared just the visuals that I saw in one of the scenes from the trailer there for Dune, where like all the soldiers are lined up and everything, and it looked to me like Attack of the Clones, and also the scene from The Force Awakens on Starkiller Base, and that's all I mentioned. I know Dune came first. I know that it inspired George Lucas in a great way to make Star Wars, but he went on this guy goes on this rage at me, telling me that Dune is, or that Star Wars is a dumbed down version of Dune, that if you've never seen it, you're dumb, basically. And I'm just like, dude,
don't listen to the haters.
I've just never seen it. And
Yeah.
I flat out told him, I said, like, I don't really engage with a lot of people like this, but I told him, I said, look, here's the deal. I have friends who are into Dune, and I can ask them questions, and I can watch the movie, or I can read the book, and I can see this new movie coming out. And then you know what? I'll know about Dune. What are you going to do to fix your personality?
Ooh, burn.
Right? But
Yeah.
you know, like, that's what you should be more concerned about. But here's the thing about that. Today, I had a gentleman. Now I do want to shout him out. I kind of want to do a video about this all of its own to kind of read the difference between like how you should address somebody like that and how you shouldn't. But this gentleman named Gil Ramon sent a comment today, and he actually started off, even goes, you know, you guys may already know some of this, but it's important to understand the universe this story takes place in. And he literally left me this huge message, took the time to leave me this message and explain to me in detail the story of Dune.
Oh, Jesus. Did you
And
read
I,
all of it?
dude, like, look,
That's
so
awesome.
it starts up here at the top, and I'm literally still scrolling through. Look at
Oh
that.
my God.
That's awesome.
And not only that, but at the end, he says, I hope this helps. And then he actually put a link to a YouTube video that I could get more information.
Oh my God.
I say that
Okay.
because I mentioned back to him, I said, yes, 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 and yes. Thank you so much. You don't even know how much we've been attacked for this video. You are a godsend. You are an example of how someone should react when they hear that someone doesn't understand everything about something that you like. Like, you know, like, these other people attacking me, calling me stupid because I didn't know this or that. It's like, how am I dumb just because I don't know something? Like, you know, I'm like, that I just have never watched. It's not like I watched it and I'm just like, oh, this is stupid enough. Like, we didn't even say that. I think the one guy was upset because I called him sand buttholes because the
What?
it looked like a giant butthole. That's what it looked like. It looked like a big, and it was a joke. It was a joke. This guy like acted like he took it personally that I said the thing looks like a butthole, but like, I'm not the only person to make that reference. Come on. But
I thought it was funny.
yeah, it is what it is,
true.
right? It is what it is. And so, but you know, but I was very impressed with that guy actually took the time to, look at Lord Blaze here. Lord Blaze says, I started watching Star Wars because of you guys, Enosh, Melissa, and I'm glad I made that decision. And that's the thing. Guys,
Nice.
Jocko's funny. Here's this. Can we do a watch party for the video Grandpa Wookie is watching? If you guys have never seen the holiday special, you wouldn't get that because that's a funny joke right there.
I love the song.
What I missed?
I love the song of the holiday special. The song that Leia sings for Life Day.
Oh yeah. Rel brings up a good point. If Sting didn't wait so long to join WWE, we would have gotten Taker versus Sting at a WrestleMania. Oh, that would have been a thing of beauty.
Yeah. And this one was funny.
About The Last Jedi, I love it. It's just some scenes have me kind of what a little bit, I only watched it one time, and Enosh kind of has a point to watch it more than once to get the full gist.
Yeah, the holiday special. Look, Johnny and I are going to do a 2 cents on nonsense on the holiday special because look, the holiday special is nonsense. Let's just be honest. It's nonsense. It's fun nonsense though. And you have to watch the holiday special. Don't watch it by yourself. You got to watch it with friends and people who you can joke with and have fun with because so over the top. The first time I watched it by myself and I thought I was going to rip my eyeballs out. The second time I watched it with other people and it was fun and we had a good time. Now I will address this real quick and then I want to give Sir Nerd-a-Lot some final words here and get to my final two guys. But says you can call me Joker. Says I cried when I saw Mark Hamill drink a Yoda from a. That was a 10. So I will say this. Let me just say this about this.
Am I the one that thought it was funny?
First of all, I thought it was very funny. The look on his face.
He's like, do I have to do this?
No.
I thought it was hilarious.
No, that was not a. Do I have to do this? Look. In character, that was Luke going, yeah, I'm doing this. What's your problem?
Look, look.
I watched it by myself. I didn't have a party to hang with too much.
When you watch the holiday special? Yeah. No, we're talking about Luke though in The Last Jedi, just right this second. So here's the thing though. When Luke drinks the green milk after he squirts it out of the animal, whatever that animal is that he's squirting out. This is what people forget. Luke is a farmer.
He's a moisture farmer.
Where do you think blue milk comes from?
Tatooine.
You think it comes out of a dispenser? I believe. Didn't they say that blue milk comes from banthas?
Something like that.
Well, they have that moisture.
I think I've heard that.
They have that moisture evaporator thing too on the farm.
Yeah, but this kid is a kid who works with animals. He works they farm moisture. They do all these different things. This is a guy who is used to roughing it, and that's the whole point. Is he goes back to roughing it. He goes back to being that way, and now that's why when he gets that green milk, man, straight from the source, he's just like he wipes his mouth and he's just like, because look, blue milk comes from banthas. That's what I thought. Yeah, blue milk comes from banthas. Well, how do you think you get the milk from the bantha?
Squeezing.
I do believe that
the teat-like thing.
What's his name from? Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name right now. The guy from Taxi Driver.
The driver.
Oh, I thought you meant Owen Lars.
Oh
no. Who?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. So Robert De Niro, man.
Robert De Niro, yeah.
As Robert De Niro famously said. Hold on, it's moved. I've got nipples. Can you milk me? I mean, you gonna milk the cat? What are you gonna do? You can milk a bantha. You can milk the sea cow thing. It's got to come from somewhere. The guy's literally living out on an island somewhere. He's got to get food. Like, I don't understand. I thought it was. I'm with you, Brian.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
Luke is used to that, guys. Luke grew up on Tatooine freaking Ween all his life. He's used to doing all that stuff. He knows how to get the blue milk and where that comes from. And now all these years later, he's going back to his moisture farmer ways.
Exactly.
Don't you think the dude is a moisture fragging farmer. Carabest.
Hey, you. Whoa. Melissa. Whoa.
Oh, gross. The salty language.
Look, now y'all done it. She's breaking out the K word now. She's bringing out the Carabash. Like, dude, guys, settle down now. Hold on. Whoa.
I know that. I don't mean to turn to the dark side.
Yeah, calm it down. Reel it in a little bit there, Melissa. I'm just saying, like, I think there's a lot of things that people gripe about that movie that really just, I think it makes Luke more of just
he's more relatable.
Human.
Yeah, he's more relatable. That it's definitely better than
a little more flawed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than Jar Jar Binks, going, poodoo, or no, Sebulba going poodoo, or Jar Jar Binks like looking at the animal who's pooping, and stuff, and and stepping in poop and everything else, and going,
please don't remind me.
Like, come on, you know what I mean? But like, we're worried because Luke, like, gets some green milk and shows where the milk comes from. There's your answer, right? Like, it's like that's what he does, man. Geek Cosmic Entertainment says Melissa is on fire, bringing the heat. LOL. And then Jack Pierre says, "Keep it PG. Come on,
Yes.
keep it PG."
I don't mean to go all I don't mean to go all Anakin Skywalker like that, but people really need to
You guys
understand.
better watch it. She's gonna start killing younglings in a minute, so you guys all need to
And
chill.
go, I are Joe.
Guys, careful. My mid-Victorian count is 20,000.
Sir Nerdalot, I will say this, man. I'm sorry we got totally off again, but you spur conversation, my friend.
Yeah, I try to. Yeah,
that's great. That's great.
So on the question that that I posed you guys, one of my favorite cartoons is Adventure Time.
Oh, I never watched that.
Me neither.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys!
I have. Yeah,
check it out. It's so good. I enjoy it as a 40-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
So
I never saw it.
I gotta get going.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew.
Oh, one last thing before I go.
Yes, sir.
Have you watched the WandaVision trailer?
Oh yeah, we've got a reaction video, man.
I completely missed that video. My bad.
Dude, what are you doing? Go watch the video before you go to bed.
I will. All right. It's nice hanging with you, man.
All right, man. All right, yeah, you'll find out everything that we think about it on that video.
All right,
all right, brother.
And
all right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. All
right, bye.
Bye. Lord Blaze here says Melissa has the high ground. And you know what? Joker brings it back around. He says, by the way, Enosh, I totally. Whoops. Who did we lose? Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't know. Who did we lose?
Huh?
We lost Ryan. Okay, Ryan's back. Okay, so you can call me Joker. That's all right.
Okay.
Says by the way, Enosh, I totally agree with you. Forcing opinions is wrong. That's why I rather explain to people respectfully. I simply think some of us simply didn't like those movies, and that's fine. That's fine. Look, if you don't like a movie, you don't like a movie, and that's what I respect. I just don't like it when people start like making it personal with others and like acting like somehow they're inferior. I mean, I've been told I'm not a good Star Wars fan because I love The Last Jedi, and I'm like
about Captain Marvel,
right?
Yeah.
About Captain Marvel, people are really hating on the actor for what's her name, Captain Marvel.
Brie Larson.
Yeah, and it's really. I even made a video to her welcoming her and saying, "Hey, ignore the nerf herders. Focus on being you, and
Yeah.
At the end of the day, guys, Bree's still a human being."
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yep.
I agree. Nobody should just be torn apart for whatever. I mean, I think a lot of people.
Yeah.
Brian and I have been on a lot of streams where we've talked about that very thing. Is that it's kind of stupid that people are tearing into Brie Larson.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter. She's got a YouTube channel.
Poor
What does
thing.
that have to do with me? I don't understand all these people who are like, oh, she's coming after us. She's who is she coming after?
How?
I watched it.
How?
I have not seen Brie Larson attack anybody. You know what I have
Oh
seen?
my god.
People attacking her.
I have seen a ton of people attacking Brie Larson. I have not seen Brie Larson. I mean, Brian, I could be totally wrong. Am I wrong here, Brian?
No. Brie Larson hasn't really done anything to warrant the amount of rage that has been generated towards her. So I mean,
I feel
yeah.
bad.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. You know, anytime that
You bring in the clicks.
you know
I feel-
it's people looking for clicks and
Well,
views and
I think there's a big thing that we're kind of talking about, but I think it's a bigger issue is that over the last, let's probably say almost a decade, movies and criticism and YouTube has fed off of cynicism a lot of the time. And I think the cult of personality, no one in general, but just the way people were thinking, because that year a lot of stuff came out in 2016. You know, you had a lot of well, that was when Ghostbusters came out, so it was like there was a lot of fodder movies that kind of built it. So when The Last Jedi finally came out, it didn't matter if it was the greatest movie that would have ever been made. I think people would have just would have hated on it. Batman versus Superman, same thing. Everybody hated on it. Just, I mean, they took shots at it hard.
But you gotta see the hate for The Last Jedi, dude. It's a friggin' insane.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Is that it's where it's coming from. Is that it's a wave that was building and building and building. So by the time Star Trek Discovery and then The Last Jedi came out, and that's when the dam broke, and that's when everybody started doing all this stuff about just going out of their way now to find little bits and pieces so they could be like, oh my gosh, that's SJW, and oh my gosh, it's horrible, it's the worst thing ever. So I mean,
when people start acting like that and they're like, you know, going after people like that and acting like everything's horrible, this is what I say to them.
Where? When?
What?
Oh!
Yep.
Start playing the song from the Lego movie. You know, everything is awesome, man. It's cool.
Yeah,
you know?
I just, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I don't know. Thank you. No, you did not miss cake. I'm not a cake guy. I'm a pie guy. Like The Rock said, I like pie.
I can respect that.
Yep.
Everybody loves pie. Yeah.
Yep, you give me a pie any day over cake. I've just never been even when I was a big guy, I never liked cake. Like
I like cheesecake, but is that really a cake?
Dude, cheesecake is a totally different thing.
Cheesecake is brilliant.
I was gonna say, is it really a cake though? It's like
yeah, no.
Pie.
No, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice. I love it. 3.14. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like
hold on.
cake.
Cylon, once again, Brian's best friend, says Brian is absolutely on point.
That's right.
Okay. Hold on. I want to get back here. So, Sir Nerd. So you were talking about regular show. I want to keep us on point because I do want to be able to hear you out and then move along. Adventure Time. I'm sorry.
Adventure Time. Very good show. I don't know. Go check it out. Maybe.
It's a fun show. Man.
It is. There's another one on Netflix.
It gave us bacon pancakes, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Have you guys ever seen bacon pancakes?
Bacon pancakes.
Take some bacon and put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes.
Exactly. It's great.
Oh my gosh, it's bacon pancakes are awesome. That whole song.
I have the regular.
So there is some news I wanted to ask you about.
Yes, sir.
Netflix canceled season 2 of Dark Crystal.
Yep.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It's not
very
due
disappointing.
Is that due to what's going on right now?
No.
I'm mad about that.
Yeah.
I can't on Netflix.
Like, I just want to take Netflix and be these things take time. They're not going to be like your other projects where you can just pump them out, you know?
Yep.
Like this is a project that takes time and care. I'm really hoping somebody picks it up.
I think somebody will. To be quite honest with you, I definitely think somebody will. So I'm going to be very honest with you. And if I'm silent about this topic, don't take it as anything, because I have never seen the Dark Crystal.
Me neither.
Never seen the
What?
Dark Crystal.
He was
I've
what?
never seen,
It's
and
a
I've never,
classic.
and I didn't watch the. Yeah, I know geeks. I just I never saw the Dark Crystal, and I never. And here's
I
why.
love that.
The I'm not big on elves. I'll be honest with you. Like I'm like or like elfkin looking things. And so
I was
growing
gonna
up,
say not elves.
yeah, I don't know if they're elves. I don't know what they are, but like I'm not into like elfkin looking
The Lord
things.
of the Rings.
Yeah, I've just never been.
Elf.
No, so here's the thing. Lord of the Rings. I have tried so hard. Everything about Lord of the Rings says that I would like it. Right? I love fantasy. I love those things. You know, I love the Tolkienisms. I love all that stuff. But here's the thing: I cannot get through one of those movies. I fall asleep, and I have watched it when I'm completely wide awake. But it feels
Seriously?
overwhelming.
Wow.
Like I'll be honest with you,
It is.
the whole series feels so over. I got to bring Ryan back in here. Hold
It could
on.
be.
The
Sorry.
whole series just feels so overwhelming that it's like I get into a couple hours of each movie and I'm just like
Couldn't
dead.
agree more. That's why I can't stand Liv Tyler in movies anymore.
So
I just so when it comes to the Dark Crystal, I remember being a kid and I remember being aware of Dark Crystal, but honestly, Dark Crystal, like the imagery kind of freaked me out as a kid, if I'm being honest. Like there was just some weird imagery that like I didn't
Yeah.
I loved
Uncanny Valley, yeah.
Yeah, for some of it, some stuff like that didn't bother me. Like I loved shows, movies like The Never-Ending Story. But you know what? Honestly, the wolf in The Never-Ending Story freaked me the heck out.
Right. Yeah.
Like seriously, like that. So I was a huge He-Man fan growing up, and I had Castle Grayskull, and I literally sold my Castle Grayskull because when I would go to bed at night, my Castle Grayskull would sit in the corner of my room, and it looked like it was looking at me in the dark, and it freaked me the heck out. And so there was just some of that stuff that like. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to explain. You can't really explain, but like once you get it in your head, and I remember seeing the cover for the Dark Crystal and like seeing little trailers for the Dark Crystal or like little excerpts from the Dark Crystal. And I would just be like, as a kid, like, no. And I didn't really have any friends who were really into the Dark Crystal. So it wasn't like I had like a push, to give it a chance, So, but I say that, but then like I loved movies like Silver Bullet. Which was a werewolf movie, and I loved Freddy Krueger, and I loved, so it's like there's no explanation sometimes for the stuff that when you're a kid, like what you. But I do know this. I know. I mean, obviously I know that it's Henson. You know what I mean? That like there's that part of it, and I know that people have really been enjoying it because I know that people who love the Dark Crystal have been talking about that, and so because of that, I feel bad that a show like that, and it sounds like the problem is that they just didn't give it a chance to really find its niche, And see, I'm glad I'm not alone. Music Man said he felt the same way as I did. Yep, same. Yep, I feel the same.
It's funny you talk about how the Castle Grayskull scared you. The old Jabba the Hutt toy. It's eyes.
Okay.
They follow you. They literally follow you. And I hated it. And I still hate it.
Because it's a flat. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I got one right up here. So
It's gonna creep me out now. I'm gonna turn
his giant eyeballs.
They do. They follow you everywhere. And I remember being a kid and just being like, nope. You go in the closet.
Hey, I'm Sir Nerd a lot. Sir Nerd a lot, if you're still there.
I guess so.
Yeah, he's here.
Have you heard about the situation regarding the actor for Kanan Jarrus? How people began attacking him for having his own opinion?
Yeah, I heard about that stuff. I mean,
hang on.
I feel bad for him. I don't know about you, nerd, but.
Well, I mean, I feel bad when anybody gets attacked, but I mean, I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, Melissa. He Dude gave it right back to everybody. So I don't think that he's somebody that we necessarily have to feel bad for, because he stood up for himself, man.
That's a
Gave it
true.
back.
This guy's
Yeah.
a Jedi. This guy's a Jedi, and what does he do? He sticks up for the galaxy and us.
Yeah. Well,
Well, just like what Enosh was saying. I mean, he worked alongside Filoni, who in turn
Yeah.
worked alongside with Lucas.
Yep.
I mean, these are the people that know the most about Star Wars.
Yep.
He actually said how he taught me a little bit about the Force with that stream. I never knew that about how the Force was begging for balance all this time. It was like, oh, didn't know the Force was asking for that. I'll respect the Force's wish more often.
Hey, real quick. Benson's with 5 pounds.
Yay!
Yay! Thank you in the super chat. Thank you, Benson. You are awesome. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. He says, hey, Enosh, happy birthday, dudes. You share your special day with my 97-year-old Nan. Watching the 1994 Fantastic Four movie with Alex Hyde White tonight.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Dude, that's another one that like, if you can watch it with somebody else, do it.
I actually
Holy cow.
didn't even know that existed.
Dude, Sir Nerdalot, you don't know that exists? That's a whole pop culture, like, underground thing, man. I've got a copy of it. It's on YouTube. It is on YouTube. You give me a minute, I will get you a link, because here's the thing about that movie. That movie is like,
I love the
you guys all know that there was a Captain America movie as well from the 90s.
I do
It was
know
absolutely
that.
awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it. I've seen it on YouTube.
Well, yeah. So there's an old Captain America movie from the 90s that's awful, but it's the same thing. But here's the deal. So is it Corman?
Roger Corman.
Roger Corman owned the film rights. He owned the film rights to Fantastic Four. Okay. They were going to revert back if he didn't make a movie. So it's notorious now. What he did was he put a production together. He made a film that was never intended to be seen by anyone.
Oh, wow.
He hired these actors. Actually, if you have the Tubi app, if you have the Tubi app, there's a documentary on the Tubi app, and you can get the Tubi app for free if you don't have it. But they also have like every Transformers cartoon and every G.I. Joe cartoon on there. It's awesome. There's like all kinds of documentaries and stuff, but there's a documentary about this in general. And the thing is that
on it.
Yeah, so Roger Corman made this movie. He hired actors. People literally thought that this was their big break. They thought that this movie was going to be huge, and it was going to be this huge superhero movie and all this stuff. He made this movie with no intention of it ever being seen by anybody. And what happened is bootleg copies of it have circled through Comic-Cons and nerds for like a couple of decades. And the thing is that it's really interesting, man, because the costuming is actually pretty good. Not so much for the Fantastic Four, but the Doctor Doom costume is comic book accurate. It's absolutely fantastic. And the Thing is set much like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. So it looks, dude, it's on point. It's the best looking thing that we've ever seen, to be quite honest, in my opinion anyways. But the movie is absolutely horrible, but it's horrible good. It's like there's this whole scene where Doctor Doom captures the Fantastic Four, and he monologues, and he just goes off on this whole monologue, and then he's like, I would destroy you all, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let my henchmen do it. And so he's up at the top of this stairwell, and the Fantastic Four at the bottom of the stairwell, and he's like doing this whole thing, and like he like goes out from behind the door, and all of a sudden all of his henchmen start entering the room, and they start like beating up on the Fantastic Four, and then the Fantastic Four beats them all. But it was almost like they wrote a scene with no end, because because they beat them all, and they're all laying around, and they're like, well, what do we do now? And they're like, well, let's go ahead and break out. And they're like, okay. And so they break out, and then like Dr. Doom, then it shows like an empty room for a few seconds, and then it shows the doorway again, and Dr. Doom comes around, and he's like, that is why you see Mr. Richards. And he's like, oh,
I don't know what you're.
and there's just nothing. And there's just nothing. He just looks both ways, and there's nothing. And so dude, it's so funny. You've got to do yourself a favor and see the 94 Fantastic Four movie. It is.
I will definitely put that on my watch list.
It's Joker. But Joker, have you seen the 94 Fantastic Four movie? Because that movie is actually worse. Oh, Igor is right. In the 90 Captain America movie, Red Skull is Italian. That's right. Oh my gosh, I gotta.
I forgot the dude who's the Red Skull's name.
Well, it's in the new one.
Hugo Weaving.
Hugo Weaving plays him in the new one. But I don't know who played him back in that old movie. I mean that was from the 90s. But yeah.
What was weird about the old one? There was no Hydra. At all.
Well, Hydra was kind of created for the MCU. Yeah, I was just looking it up here real quick here. Let me see. Roger Corman, Fantastic Four. It's the first thing that pops up. Let's see here. What is
the comics, Hydra.
Yeah. Oh, here's the whole movie. It's the first thing that pops up. Oh, and the Oh, see, they've got the documentary for rent. It's called Doomed, but you can't actually see the documentary. I don't think. Nope, you can't actually watch the documentary on YouTube. Well, you could rent it, but you have to rent it. But you can see it for free on the Tubi app. But if this tells you anything, so okay, so I'm going to show you this, guys, real quick. This is the trailer. We're going to watch the trailer. You guys want to watch the trailer? Because the trailer is absolutely hilarious. All right.
Audio description?
No, hun, there's not audio description. I'm sorry, hun, but we're going to watch this and then we can just talk about what we see. So I'm sorry, but it's the best we can do for right now. This is an old movie, so I doubt there's going to be anything like that. But here, I'll show you guys this. This is so funny. There we go. See, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
a little bit.
Okay, so hit play here.
Yep.
It's wrong.
Looks better than Michael Cameron.
The quality is kind of bad. Not good contrast.
Oh, you gotta think about the that they had in '94.
But it has large print though. I can read the large print a little bit.
Wow.
Not for sale at any price.
Oh, I gotta love that.
This is the 90s?
Oh, this is like 94.
Wow, I was like a year old back then. I was a toddler.
Yes.
Are such things
94.
as dreams are made on.
Something for.
Yeah, Fantastic Four. I'll tell you what, though, it's funny because when they all discover that they have their powers, Sue Storm just disappears. Like that's how they show her as the Invisible Woman. Is she's just not there. Mm-hmm. And you hear her voice, and then Reed Richards, like every scene where he's doing the stretchy thing, his hand is coming straight towards the camera like this. And that's how they do the effect of like, ooh, look, he's stretching, like ooh, and then at the end they've got a big giant hand on a like a lanky arm that's sticking up out of because him and Sue get married, and they're pulling away in their
film magic.
Oh my gosh, they're pulling away in their limo, and this hand is sticking up out of the roof of the car. It's just waving back and forth like this. It's oh my gosh, oh man. It's so funny. It's so funny. Yes, I wouldn't say it's better than the Cavill mustache. I think I'd take the Cavill mustache than that, but it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, all you got to do is look up Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, I already have it saved to my watch list.
Yeah, dude, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It almost had me thinking, were movies that bad back then? But no, they weren't.
They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad. You know,
no, that's like movie
status. I love
visually.
Bad movies have always existed.
Yeah,
but visually, I would have been straining. It was kind of hard to see this trailer a little bit.
Well, I got to tell you that. I mean, well, the quality isn't that good. I mean, obviously they didn't have HD back there, so you know, there's no that kind of quality is just not going to be there. And you know, and then trying to watch it this way too is kind of rough as well. But
it kind of my right eye starting to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, but Benson says, laughing my head off, Enosh. I knew you would remember. Oh yes, I've got a copy of it. I actually burned it to DVD so that I will always have a copy of it. There's always a special place in my heart for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
did you guys ever seen the old Spider-Man movies? The ones with Tobey Maguire?
Oh yeah.
I have the DVDs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to take Brian because we're going to have to get moving up here. We're going to put Brian up here at the top. What's on your mind, Brian?
70s Doctor Strange movie.
The which ones? Which one, geeks?
What'd you say?
I'm sorry. What was that, Geeks Cosmics?
70s film.
The Doctor Strange ones?
There's an old Doctor Strange movie.
Yep, there's some Doctor Strange. There's actually... Yep, there's a bunch of Marvel stuff from back... Yep, Doctor Strange, and then there's...
wasn't there a Nick Fury movie with... Oh, God, what's his name?
David Hasselhoff?
David Hasselhoff, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, there was. In fact, Benson's just brought up that one, too. Said, anyone remember David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yes, right. I do. Yes, I do.
I don't remember. I know him from SpongeBob, but never Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. 70s Hulk TV show, for sure. Mm-hmm. The old Captain America TV show that was on in the 70s. Then you had the Hulk. There was an Iron Man too, and the Iron Man was awful looking. Like that didn't even make any sense.
Hulk.
Oh yeah, Incredible Hulk. So Brian, what's on your mind, sir?
Well, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday, man. I'll kind of recap on a couple of things we talked about tonight. With a name like Brian, how could I not love Monty Python?
There you go. Exactly.
I commented in the post the theme song from the beginning where it's like Brian. It's the best song in the whole wide world. No, I'm just kidding. But I really dug that movie. Loved that a lot. A couple other things. Oh shoot. What else did we talk about tonight? Quite a bit of stuff. A little more on as far as love for Star Wars and kind of stuff like that. I didn't like the 2/3 of the prequels, like I said. But, I think it's just a product of the time that you're in. Like when I might have asked it on this one the other night, but how old were you when you first experienced Star Wars? And then, as you grow, maybe it doesn't necessarily grow with you. And that's, to be expected. I mean, it's not like I'm still into Power Rangers all these years later.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's the big thing about the prequels. They didn't grow with me very well. When I first saw
Thank you,
a
Eric.
Phantom Menace,
Thank you,
like, I
Zentech.
loved that.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
but
it's
like-
now
favorite DVD.
going back and trying to watch it, it's just not as entertaining as it was.
Yeah.
I like when Anakin is speaking that mystery language. I don't know what it's called, Tatooinese, or but
It's
the way
Huttese.
Anakin
That's Huttese. That's
Tatooine,
Huttese.
Tatooineese. Yeah.
Annie is fluent. He's really fluent. If you listen to him, Annie is really fluent. You know, one of those phrases is when he was like really little, he was like, you know, don't put a slime on, which is don't count on it, slime ball
Yeah.
in his
Right.
language. But what
I
really was
love
weird, I think Brian has a semi point because when I saw Revenge of the Sith, granted I should probably watch it again. I only watched them all once or twice. Once on Disney Plus and another time on TV. And my TV is really I have a huge TV. And the thing that got me confused with Revenge of the Sith was Anakin stating with no context, "The Jedi are evil," and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, well, you know, he was kind of whiny. I love here the Joker says here, he says you got to give it to Marvel. They're pretty consistent on their material level.
Yeah.
Oh,
All the way from the 70s all the way to now. It's all pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, right.
Mm.
Yeah, right.
That's not biased at all. That's not biased at all.
Yeah.
But the other thing I wanted to talk about with like Star Wars though, real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think especially with Disney, there's a lot of people who have just the only thing they really talk about are the movies, and without going into the ancillary material at all. I think a lot of their arguments lack the context that they're trying to put forward.
Yeah,
because the novelizations,
And I'm legally blind, and I can't read the print novelizations. So I would have to have an audio novel.
Yeah, Audible is great for that. They do with sound effects, and the actors do a really good job about changing their voices and stuff. Because I'm one of those people. I have a hard time reading because it just kind of it strains my eyes a lot to have to do it.
Yeah, I get it. I get the strain too, Brian, because I only have one eye, so I have no choice but to deal with strain naturally occurring due to only having one eye functional.
Yeah.
And this is the functional eye right here, hence the lens difference.
Yeah. But Brian brings up a good point though,
Yeah,
Melissa, and that is like that stuff is there for everybody. You know, I mean, there are different mediums, there are different ways that people can take those things in. Even if you can't read the book, you can listen to an Audible book. You can, you know what I mean? There are different ways to look at it. I get it when people say, well, all the movies should be able to stand on their own. I understand that. But when you're talking about a franchise as big as Star Wars, you cannot just dismiss the wealth of knowledge that's out there in the ancillary stuff. You can't just say, well, I shouldn't have to do that, because here's the thing. You understand how many things are going to come out in the ancillary mediums that are going to be important to stories. They flesh out a lot of these stories in those things. And so, you know, that's just it for me. I just feel like like you said, Brian, people, they just dismiss it because they say, well, I shouldn't have to, you know, read a comic or read a book because I don't want to do that. I just want to watch the movie. Well, then, okay. But then remember while you're watching that movie that there's more story. That's like saying, you know, like I want to know about the Poindexter Lounge, but I'm only going to watch this video. Or that video. And like something happened on one of my videos from, you know, before, and I tell you that it's there and you go, well, I don't care about that, but I want to know about Enosh. I want to know about the Poindexter Lounge. but I'm telling you, like, it's an important episode. This funny thing happened, or, you know, this whatever happened over here. It's like, I'm never watching that. I'm never going to ingest that whatsoever. And it's like, okay, well then that's fine. But you can't get mad then when other people enjoyed it and other people were there for that stream, or other people were there for that video. Like tonight when Andrew was getting ready to leave and he's like, hey, what did you think of WandaVision? Right. And I'm like, hey, we got a WandaVision trailer reaction, right? You should go watch that. If Andrew had come back at me and said, I don't want to watch that, you tell me now. Then I would have said, well, Andrew, I spent 20 minutes watching that video and talking about it. I don't have time to do that right now with this medium and this forum. So it's there for you, bud. You know, I mean, and obviously Andrew didn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? Like so Andrew goes, okay, I'm going to go look that up. Right. And so sometimes the answers to ideas or thoughts are not necessarily going to be in a 2-hour movie, because there's not enough time to put everything in that 2 hours. You know, and so you go, well, you know,
about what the guy next to you, and you were saying, I can't read his name.
Brian. It's the master of none. That's his tag. Yeah, but it's Brian. Yeah.
Yeah, I see where Brian's coming from, because, you know, even though I'm legally blind with an acuity of 2200, I'm still reading the audio novels with audio description, and you know, I can hear the lightsaber noises of zzz, and you know, my first audiobook on YouTube, I watch audiobooks on YouTube most of the time, or listen to them rather. My first one was Canon with a K, Kanan, and it was about Canon. It was about this guy's journey from Padawanhood to this.
And that was a good book. That was a good book. Well, here's Silent Scotty brings up a really good point too. So he says, not sure if anyone reads the books, but Timothy Zahn just put out a new Thrawn book.
Yeah, Thrawn Ascendancy. That's good.
Yeah. So here's an interesting take, right? If you watch Star Wars Rebels and you saw Thrawn, and you, well, yeah. So, but I'm saying, if you watch Star Wars Rebels and you saw Thrawn and you went, well, I want to know more about Thrawn, right? You want to know more about Thrawn. And then I tell you, well, Thrawn, you can read a lot about Thrawn, whether or not in canon with the new books that have come out about Thrawn, or if you want to expand your universe and see actually when Thrawn was created, and some of the greatest books ever written was the Thrawn trilogy that came out. I mean, with, you know, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command, those first 3 Timothy Zahn books. And you tell me I'm never going to read a book, well, then you're not really going to get to know about Thrawn.
Yeah.
It's right there for you. Look, it's there for you, right? It's there for you anytime that you want to do it. It's not that you have to do it. It just means that you're going to miss out on a part of the fandom that maybe you could have been exposed to, right? But you can't get mad at it because it's there, and because maybe they don't tell like all of Thrawn's story in the Rebels cartoon. Right.
About
but only
hold on just a second, Melissa. Let Brian finish here.
I mean, it's like, look, you know, there's a whole picture ahead of you, but you keep focusing on that one little spot.
Yeah.
There's a whole other thing for you to, you know, to take in and enjoy. I mean, for example, Dooku, Jedi Lost. Mm-hmm. Wow. It's an audio play. So they actually have a couple different people that are doing voices on it and stuff. And it's really good. It tells how Dooku ended up leaving the Jedi Order. It's a lot different from how it happened in Darth Plagueis and stuff like that. But I think what it is you have a lot of people who were married to the EU. Yeah. And when they came out and said none of this is canon anymore, it hurt a lot of people's feelings.
Yep.
Which I understand, but to the same point, it is canon is determined by who writes it. You know, and it's not up to the consumer. I mean, you could dictate by not buying it, of course, but it's not up to me to write the story. That's why I pay you. You know what I mean? So I don't
see, Brian. I agree with you exactly. That's what I've always felt like. I can have my own thoughts, right? I can pull out every one of these action figures and make my own little film, right? And make up my own little stories, man. And I look here. I'll make up one now. This is the time that Boba Fett this is the time. This is the time that Boba Fett number whatever met this Boba Fett. Oh, and then guess what? Then there was another Boba Fett, and then oh my gosh, and then there was like all these other Boba Fetts, and they all got together and they had a party. Oh my gosh! And hold on a second, and they were all really partying pretty heavily until 3 more Boba Fetts showed up, like just like right there, and then those guys were going crazy, and another Boba Fett showed up, and another Boba Fett showed up. And then there was like a whole pile of Boba Fett, and it was insane. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier because like it just was getting insane, then like 5 more Boba Fetts showed up, and 2 fell to the floor, and then 4 more Boba Fetts showed up, and there was like a bouquet of Boba Fetts, right? And then like it got really crazy when a no-armed Boba Fett showed up, and everyone was like, "What the heck is going on?" And then this clear see-through blue Boba Fett showed up and said, "Guys, we gotta stop this. This is insane." And that's when this burnt Boba Fett showed up, and he's like, "Guys, don't play with matches. Just don't do it." And then they all lived happily ever after. And they read Tony's they read Tony's comment over here. They read Tony's comment, and they were like, "Hey, Tony said happy birthday, buddy, to Enosh. Isn't that awesome? We really like Tony." Oh, hey, Boba Fett, it's this way. It's just, see, there you go. Burnt. He's burnt, so you got to forgive him, right? So they read the comment. They read the comment, and they were like, "Yay, great!" And and then Tony said, it's a Boba Fett birthday miracle, right? And then Boba Fett, Boba Fett's clone. What's up, Nicotina? Lord Blaze says that's basically Avengers Endgame. So there you go. Yeah. Swimming in Boba Fett's like Scrooge McDuck. That's what I am. So, but here's the thing. But here's the reason why I say that, because as much as my Boba Fett miracle story is awesome, and I think it's great, guess what, folks? It's not canon. And if I want the Boba Fett story, I can't get ticked off if Disney never makes that story. Like, yeah. I think they should, because I think it's ridiculous that they wouldn't make that story. That's an awesome story just waiting to happen. But I digress. And so the thing is, guys, is we can't get like so ticked off because we just don't see the story that we thought up.
Yeah.
Right.
I have an idea. I've seen a lot of fan films on here lately. And that's what you should do if you want something so bad. Direct your own movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I know a guy who does fan films with just even little Lego guys, right? So I mean, Silent, this is how I spend my birthday. And I love it. I love spending my birthday with you guys. One step too far says aye. And Michael Huffin says happy birthday here. And we're gonna get going here in just a second, but let's see. I'm just trying to make sure I'm hitting up everybody here. But yeah, I know. I think you make a really good point. Nicotina, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. In fact, I think Nicotina's got a show going on, doesn't he?
And about 25 minutes.
Well, we're gonna throw to Nicotina, all right? Because if you guys aren't subscribed to Nicotina, go to the Nicotina show here on YouTube and and if you guys thought that was enough Boba Fett's, let me tell you something. That ain't nothing. That's just the handful of Boba Fett's that I got right here at my desk. I have literally a cabinet full of vintage Boba Fett's right over there. So there you go.
So you have your own little version. So you have your own little version.
In the cupboard, but Boba Fett.
Boba Fett love.
Yeah.
This is the way.
That's Boba Fett love for sure.
So I was kind of thinking about everything, all about that canon stuff. George Lucas didn't consider any of the EU canon, or it was different levels of canon.
Yes.
Yes. And so what's kind of crazy to me is that now Disney is making these books canon.
Yes.
Like officially canon, part of the overall story.
Yep.
And
even the video
they still can't embrace it,
Yeah. Well, Tony. So Tony asked, "Is canon considered just what's on screen?" So not anymore. So it used to be everything was kind of loosely canon. All the books, like everybody thought that they were canon, and they just kind of treated them like it was canon. And that's where we got the problem that we have now, because Sir Nerdalot brings up a great point. George Lucas never said that stuff was canon, and the first thing people go to, and I hear the argument all the time, is that. Well, but wait, he agreed to let it be made. Well, of course he did. It's called money.
He was getting that greenback. He didn't care.
Yeah. but George Lucas has notoriously have said that it was not canon. That if he ever made anything, can you imagine the people, like if these people are ticked off, can you imagine if George had like made his own stuff and like totally obliterated everything? Like no Thrawn, no nobody, no nothing. I mean, that was what he was going to do, because he did not look at any of this as canon. That's not to say that it sucks, because it doesn't. There's a lot of really great stuff there.
It's just,
yeah, there's a lot of great stuff. Hey, that's 44 years to you, Tough Commander. I will have you know that's 44 years. That's why I call him Tough Commander. All right, but so there's that point of it, right? But people always forget that Nerdalot. They always forget that he did not ever say that that was canon. And so now what's canon for Tony? What's canon now is basically everything, because Disney has come out and said, we are not going to make just non-canon stuff.
Yeah.
We are going to make I'm waiting. I'm not very cynical. You guys know that about me. I'm pretty positive, but I'm waiting for the ball to drop on this canon thing, because eventually you're going to tell so many stories, like it's going to come back to bite you eventually, because they filled in the entire story just about of what happened to our heroes between Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back through the comics.
Yeah.
Right. They just started filling in the story between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So now all the comic books are canon. All the books are canon. All the TV shows are canon. All the movies are obviously canon. The Tough Commander says 44, close enough, but I got it.
Well, that's why hopefully
video game. Well, see, they said video games, but here's the thing: there's no. Hey, Jack. You Mr. Ravens fan.
The new video games.
Yeah, but see, even the new video games, and I've wondered this, like, so what part of a video game is canon? Because if video games can end in different ways. Are you just saying that, like, once the video game has been beaten, like that the way that the video game ends, like that's the canon part?
I mean, thus far though, the only two video games that are like official are Jedi Lost or Fallen Order, which basically there's only one way it ends, and then the same thing with Battlefield 2.
Battlefront 2.
Sorry, Battlefront 2. You know, with that story, it only ends one direction.
Yeah.
So as far as keeping that with canon, it's definitely part of it. Which would be nice to see a live action Gina Gavankar to reprise her role as the character she played in that. I'm spacing her name right now, but Iden Versio.
Yeah. Yes.
And she's really big around that time, and I'd be cool to see her in Mandalorian. Reprise that role. I mean, if we're just throwing people in there, you know what I mean? It'd be nice to see that character. Yeah. But I don't know. I like I said, I'm not here to crap on anybody's love of Star Wars or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think people need to give that stuff a shot. And I agree with you, Enosh. Yeah. They need to expand their area that they're working in. There's more stuff that needs to be told between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, in my opinion. Just a little bit more than what we've gotten. But I think they need to do more like Old Republic. So go back, like way back. You know, that would be kind of cool for Star Wars to do. Because I think this area has been tapped out. You know, the original trilogy.
Yeah, I want to see more after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in between.
Yeah, the stuff right after Return of the Jedi. That's what I want to see, and I think a lot of fans want to see that. I love Silas Scott. He says, "I wasn't made when they came out and declared all EU non-canon. They are still great stories, and it doesn't detract from the stories for me at all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then hold on a second here. Then I had to throw this in here. Ravens fans have to look at time differently so that it doesn't seem as many years between wins.
Har.
Well,
we
here's the thing. Yes, we have. Yes, they may have 2 more Super Bowl wins than the Lions, and that's just truth. We just
but 3 less than the 49ers. I got you.
We don't. Thank you. I am a 49ers fan too. So there you go. I mean, like, look, the Lions haven't won a Super Bowl. I don't see them winning a Super Bowl anytime soon. But we did have Barry Sanders, and
Yes.
Look, nobody else got Barry Sanders. Barry just quit. Barry just up and quit. So there you go. Absolutely. See, and Cylon, man, he's right up there with you, Brian. Old Republic, yes, Brian, preach it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We keep hearing all this stuff about, Mike Zero and Keanu Reeves reprising or coming on as Darth Revan or whatever. It's like, well, okay, well, let's see it then. Come on, man. Enough.
Yeah. Well, so
I really do think they really need to make the Darth Revan Old Republic storyline.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Or Darth Bane or something like that, because those are some pretty decent books. I mean, like I said, I'm not crapping all over EU. I have the Revan books, and then I have the Bane ones. Darth Plagueis is amazing. That audiobook, oh my gosh. The guy that reads it, I forgot his name, but my goodness, it's really cool listening to him. I can't have them all on my phone at the same time.
No, Garguts Entertainment. I have never subbed to Mike Zero. Mike Zero just shows up like a plague in my playlist.
I did for a while, and then I started watching people with reason.
Well, one person you can always watch is Mark Uno, and guess what, folks? You want to see here? Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll show you just a little. You guys want a little taste?
Awesome.
Some
fresh. Some fresh tracks.
So not some tracks, but everybody's been asking me when the next Mark Uno video is going to come out, and so what I've come up with is not so much a Mark Uno video as it is a Mark Uno special, where Mark Uno plays Mike Zero. And
song?
No, not another song. But see if you guys can tell. I'm just going to show you on my phone here, real quick, right? Because I'm not going to play the whole thing because I'm still editing it, and so it's still in pieces. But see if you guys can tell about where I'm going with this concept.
I'm not going to be able to see that.
Hold on. Hi, Sharks. It's September 22nd, and the future of the Star Wars franchise seems to be quite expansive. Not just with their books and novels and comics and video games, and the novels, which are actually just books to begin with, but also with their Star Wars TV shows, both in animated and live action form, etc., along with the new Star Wars trilogy and spin-off films to actually come and arrive by Disney, Lucasfilm, along with Bob Iger and Bob Chapek. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to like and subscribe for completely made-up, fake Star Wars news, including my idea of making money off of unsuspecting Star Wars fans by lying to them and telling them crazy stories about Disney, Lucasfilm, Bob Chapek, Bob Iger, the creator himself, George Lucas, and most of all, Kathleen Kennedy. Also, I'm just asking for one of my crazy theories to come true in exchange for 20% of my YouTube channel.
I hate it. I'm out. Here's belief, and here's being a fool. Don't cross that line.
Trust me, Robert. I know what I'm doing. So there you go. There's just a little quick taste. There's no music to it yet. There's no anything to it yet. But you
so
guys
it's like a rough cut.
Yeah, that's just a rough cut little thing that I have on my phone. Hey, Joker, if you think that's mean, you should see all of my other parodies of Mike Zero here on the channel, including my diss track. That's probably the worst, but no. So, sorry, geeks. Yeah, geeks fell back out. So did Ryan. But no, I think those are all. Yeah, we're. So, what was I saying there before we got into that? Right, tough commander. See, look. There's some videos. There's some videos that you know what. You just put. You do in different ways. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. But don't forget, Keanu. Don't forget that Keanu Reeves is the Sith King, and Gal Gadot is the Sith Princess.
Yeah, right. I'm a Palpatine too.
Yep. I'm a Palpatine. All right. Yeah. So, real quick.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. You're good. Let's see. Trying to see what else is going on here. You know what though, Garguts. So here's somebody that we've never talked about here on the channel, and that's Urban Acolyte. Have you guys ever watched Urban Acolyte?
Yeah, I watched them. I used to watch them all the time.
Really.
So Urban Acolyte, you know what? I actually respect the guy. I don't agree with everything that the guy says about Star Wars, and I know sometimes he gets a little heated on people about stuff.
No, because he takes a lot of heat.
But that's the thing. Yeah. He takes a lot of heat, and I will tell you this. I will tell you this about Urban Acolyte. Everything he says is smart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even the stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. Mm-hmm. He never sits there like Mike Zero or a Doomcock or anybody and is like, this is what's happening. But he does explain stuff in a smart, educated way.
He comes at it from a philosophy background. And that's what I like about it.
He does. And yeah. And
so he's like Mike Zero, but just with brains.
Well, no, Mike Zero is just dumb. It just Mike Zero is just dumb. And, well, you know what? Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Look, here's the thing. Mike Zero knows what he's doing, folks.
Oh yeah.
If anybody thinks that Mike Zero is just like, oblivious to it or like whatever, Mike Zero is making money.
Yeah.
Is what he's doing off of revenue because he's got 200-something thousand subscribers. Now, I will say this. If you look at his views compared to how many subscribers he has, his channel's dead. Yeah. See, Matt Jarbo has actually been like, people can say whatever they want to about Matt, but Matt is very smart when it comes to YouTube. Mm-hmm. And Matt's been talking to me about some interesting things because like, Matt's got a channel that has over 100,000 subscribers. Okay. Whoa. Now his $3 Theater channel doesn't, but one of his other channels does. And this is what he was telling me. He's like, once you get to a certain point, it's not about the sub count, because the problem is it's about how many people you actually have watching your content.
Yeah, it's engagement.
And so, it's engagement. And so the thing is like an Andy Signor, for example. Andy Signor's got like 120,000 subscribers, but he gets as many views as I get. Okay. I've got 10,000 subscribers. There's a huge difference. Somebody who's got like 12 times more subscribers than me should have more engagement than me. Otherwise, your channel is what Matt considers dead because it's completely out of the algorithm. It's not functioning, right? So you're not producing content that people want to see. You just have people who basically just didn't unsubscribe to you when they just decided not to watch your channel anymore. And
what do you guys think of my channel? I'm still kind of a newborn channel, kind of.
Well, you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing, and you just got to keep doing your thing, Melissa. And that's what I tell anybody. That's what I tell anybody who starts off, man. You just do your thing. Just do your thing. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have or don't have. If you're enjoying yourself and you have anybody watching you, be happy. Be happy.
Like
there's some people.
I got some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some watching.
There's some people. There's some people who like they're on YouTube to make money. right? If they're on YouTube to make money, then I would say people like that their channels are dead, right? So
I don't do it for money.
No, I know that, and I know that, and that's not what I was saying. I'm saying people who go to do YouTube for money, if they're not getting the engagement, then their channel's not doing that well, right? Because
or doing it just for the money,
if they're doing it just for the money, your channel's not going to do well. Your channel's not doing well if you have that many subscribers, but you don't have the engagement, right? And so but the thing is if you're doing it for fun, and you got a small handful of people watching you, even as long as you're having fun, you just do what you do, right? Because that's the thing, is like you're just having fun, you're making videos, and and I love, Melissa, everybody loves loves you when you come on the channel, because you share stuff with us, and you share things from the blind community and different things, and we're encouraged by that, we're entertained by that, and we're uplifted by that, and that's what content should be, really, and so that's the way I look at it, and like that's why anybody who's ever come at me and said, well, this person or that person's got so many more subscribers than you, and I go, well, okay, I don't care. Here's the thing. Do I want more subscribers? Absolutely. And as Pelican said, almost 10,000 soon. We're almost there, and I can taste it, guys. I want it. So like, I love it. But like Ambara says here, I don't want you all to go out and make a bunch of fake accounts and just subscribe to my channel either. I want real subscribers, right? So however long it takes, if it takes another year to get to just those 300, it won't. But if it took another year to get those 300 subscribers that we need left, at least I would know they're quality subscribers, right? And that's
they're physical people. They're
humans. and that's what we want. We want people, because we want people to come into this community, and we want them to be a part of it. We want them to grow with us. We want them to engage with us and watch the stuff and have fun with us, like we're having tonight, on my birthday. And so, so that's that's just where I'm at with it, and so I hope that you guys feel that same way, and I'm glad that I do. I'm glad that you guys are here. And let's see, what was
I send my friend on that.
Well, tough commander. See, this depends upon how you look at your channel. He says, so if you have 300,000 subs, but get at most 50,000 views, is bad. Good to know. Not necessarily. Because like I just said, if you're doing it for to try to as a business, you're not, then you got to be careful, because if you have that many subscribers and you have that what equals to about 1/6 of your subscriber count is actually watching your videos, even though 50,000 sounds like a big number, if you're doing it as a business, you are not going to get promoted in the algorithm to actually grow your own channel and actually get more subscribers or get more people to notice you. But if you got 50,000 people watching your channel and you're doing it to have fun and you're making a little bit of scratch and you're enjoying, look, like this channel's not hauling in cash, but look, we make a little bit and we're grateful for everything we get. But like I was telling Matt Jarbo this the other night, I'm like, I can understand why you see some people, they get desperate. Right? Because like, if this is their job and they feel like, oh my gosh, I have to make content. I have to do this. I have to do this because we got to pay the bills. Right. Then guess what? Then you're going to start panicking because you're not going to be making the same amount of money that you should be with that many subscribers, but it's how you look at it. Oh, Benson's, look at this. Benson's, I'm going to share you across my 165,000 followers across my Facebook pages. Let me see how many subs we can get for your birthday. Dude, I'd be happy with that. But I want people to stay too. Like I want people, I definitely want people to subscribe, and dude, that'd be awesome. Benson's has been a huge, supporter of the channel, and I definitely appreciate, and that's what we got to do, folks. That's what I ask anybody to do. If you could just share the channel with somebody, share the channel with somebody else that And that's how we're gonna get here. One step, we're getting ready. We're getting ready to actually end the stream here in just a minute. So I'm not gonna let anybody in just now, but I do thank you for wanting and actually come back next time, and I'll get you in right away. Okay. So I'm gonna throw Geeks Cosmics Entertainment up here, and we're gonna hear from him and what his takeaway from the night is and what his thoughts are for tonight, and then we're gonna try to wind this down because I want to throw to Nicotina just started 5 minutes ago, so I said I was gonna throw to him, and so I want to be I want us to wrap up here because we've gone for now 2 hours and 39 minutes. I love it. I love it. You know, guys.
I didn't know it was that long.
I gotta get out of the chair.
yeah, and I got to get up in the morning. So, but yeah, I definitely love you guys all. You guys know that I do. And One Step Too Far, I love your stuff, man. I love what you're doing. Thank you so much for saying happy birthday. I really appreciate you, man. And I appreciate you wanting to come in. Like I said, I just want to kind of start wrapping this thing up because I know Tony would love to come in too, and I would love to have Tony in. But thank you, man. Tony says happy birthday. Let's talk again soon. We definitely will. For sure. Thank you, guys. All right, man. So what's up, geeks? You got the last comments of the night. What's on your mind, buddy?
About last night, he went principal photography with Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot in Ray Fisher.
Did I see what?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, what's up now?
Last night, principal photography. About last night filming.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting new shots. Yep, we're getting new footage. I'm excited for that too. I'm definitely excited for yeah. So what are you hoping to see?
If we see what they were going to do, like Martian Manhunter or something.
Martian Manhunter, yeah.
Like to film that shot. That
yeah,
they haven't filmed yet, I think. From the original cut.
Hey, once real quick. Benson's with another 10 pounds. Benson with another 10 pounds here at the end. Thank you, Benson's. You're awesome. You're awesome, buddy. I appreciate you, buddy. Look, you even got Brian out. Brian's like, I'm popping up for that one. Yeah, so Benson's, man. Benson's gave him. What's up, Benson? Yeah. Benson's with 10 pounds. Says Enosh, use this and the other super chat earlier to get yourself a new figure. You seem to be short on Boba Fett's. Happy birthday, dude. Regards, Mark. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, Mark. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much, buddy. You are awesome. Fabulous.
Speaking of which, Enosh, you have a little part of Camino in your bedroom, considering all those Boba Fett clones.
I know. It's just something that I started doing. I actually got to do a video about it and explain. I've explained it a few times on the channel, but I got to do another video on it. But yeah, man, I tell you what, geeks, I am geeked to see what they have for us, that they got to refilm, that they got to film new additional footage. I'm glad that because we speculated a lot about that when the Snyder Cut was first announced.
And they were right.
Yep. And so we've got some got the Batman mask.
And the James Gunn news too with what's his name again? Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, Peacemaker. Yeah, John Cena's getting his own TV show.
Is he really?
Yeah, John Cena's getting his own Peacemaker TV show.
That one's really interesting because
I was not expecting. I mean, of all the characters, I was not expecting John Cena to get his own show.
Sorry about the jabber in the background. I use a screen reader.
Oh, you're all right.
I was surprised at that.
Yeah, I was
offline.
I was surprised by that as well. Were you guys surprised by that?
I was offline on day, and when I first turned on my phone an hour ago,
Yeah, I use my phone in a different way compared
Yeah.
to the rest of you.
I
You know,
didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah,
I wanted to.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see how that show
nice.
plays out. Like, aren't you geeks? You know what? Hold on a second. I can't hear much in this, but
I think one thing geeks said was that whether or not it's going to be a prequel.
Oh yeah.
Or after the Suicide
Me
Squad.
too.
That's a good point. I think it's interesting that they have so much faith in John Cena's character.
Yeah. To announce it even before the movie has come out.
James Gunn is running most of it.
Yeah, James Gunn.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I find that fascinating that they have that much faith in the Peacemaker character in that movie. That
Yeah.
that
I just
if you had asked me who was going to get a series out of it, it was
Guys, I'm gonna, I got a GO. It's getting late here.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Melissa. Thank you for
Bye,
being
Melissa.
on.
Nice
Appreciate
meeting
you.
Anytime. May the force
All
be
right.
with you guys.
May the force be with you too, Melissa. All right, we'll see you later. All
Have a
right.
good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Melissa.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I would have not expected John Cena and the Peacemaker character to be the one to get its own series.
I was shocked.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked by that news today
been
myself.
someone unknown or anything.
But that movie, that
I thought it
Suicide
was
Squad
gonna be
movie, is
Dawson's cousin at first, and then I saw James Gunn.
Thank you, Joker. Yeah, I mean, like that Suicide Squad movie is filled with a lot of lower tier characters.
Yeah.
As it is. I mean, it's got Polka Dot Man, it's got
Deep cuts.
yeah, it's got some deep cuts in there, man. And so yep. Yeah, so but I tell you what, if anybody can make it work, it's if anybody can make it work though, it's James Gunn.
He's done it already.
Yep.
I love his movies.
Yeah, I just
And I
wonder
like
if
his audience films.
sorry.
Go ahead, Sir Nerdalot.
I just wonder if it was James Gunn that pushed this. Did he have an idea for the show, or is this something that WB was like, "Hey, John Cena is a big name, highly recognizable. Can you do this?"
It probably ain't
I froze up. Dang it.
a lot of media.
All right, I'm back. I froze up. Yeah. No, I'm.
I thought it was me.
Yeah. No, it was me. No, I'm with you, Nerd a lot. I wonder too if the studios had that kind of influence on it and thought, maybe John Cena's a name, like you said.
I think with John Cena, I think he has to be in a few more films before he could really branch out as an actor. I mean, yeah, he's been in movies like Ferdinand and maybe a couple others, but maybe not yet to the level of Dwayne the Rock Johnson, so to speak.
Exactly. He can't carry. I have a hard time seeing John carrying a movie by himself right now. He was in Bumblebee, but it was and it was an important part. Yeah, he was in Bumblebee. He was the main soldier guy in Bumblebee, and so that is
I need to watch this.
What's that?
I need to rewatch it. It's been so long.
Oh yeah, that was I liked Bumblebee. I mean, dude, the one of the biggest crazed moments I've ever had on the channel is from that. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have you guys ever seen our reaction video to Bumblebee?
Yeah. Didn't you re-release it or something? Or maybe I got it on a recommended or something.
Did I I can't remember if I re-release it. I don't know if I
and what's it?
No, that was your Justice League one.
Yeah, that was
it must have just came up and recommended.
Yeah, that was I'll just show you I'll just show you guys how I reacted if you wonder how I felt about the film. I'll show you real quick. And this moment, so check this out. So this moment, not only has this gone down in our own infamy, but I actually got contacted by a guy from China who China has their own version of YouTube, and a guy is putting together his like a documentary or like a reaction thing to my video, and was asking my permission to do so, and like he's gonna put it up over there, and so he's like, I'll send it to you when when it comes out. And I'm just like, wow, okay. So this was I like the movie, but Generation 1 Transformers wins me over every time, guys. I'm sorry, it's just that's how it's gonna be. When I felt like they finally got it right, I was excited. So this, yeah, let me get that comment. Even though Jack Pierre's comment is great, appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yes, here's my reaction when the Generation 1 Transformers.
Oh my gosh!
Oh wait, anyway.
They show.
Oh, come on!
Do not let them.
Have you guys seen this
the
commercial?
ads.
My only question on this commercial is, like, who's taking it away? Like, do not let them take it away.
Yeah. Win an election and they can do whatever the hell you want.
There it is.
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, it's right here, man.
Oh my gosh!
This actually looks like a job for John Cena.
That was shock. Oh my god! It's Ravage!
Oh my gosh.
This doesn't look like a Bumblebee trailer. It looks like a real good Transformer.
Oh my goodness.
So that's Enosh losing his cool there.
Nice.
Yeah. That was a good movie. But yeah, I don't think that that John is ready to like you said, Ryan. He's not The Rock. As much as I think he wants to be The Rock, he's not The Rock yet. He's just not in that position, you know. And honestly, I haven't seen that his acting is. I mean, look, I'm not a big fan of The Rock either, to be quite honest with you. There's stuff that's here there. Now I'm totally in with him being Black Adam. I think that's going to be a fantastic. I think that's fantastic casting. But I don't know. John Cena has not shown me yet that he's that good. He's had bit parts. He's had, that Bumblebee was a good role for him. And we'll just see how he does going forward. And if he's going to be in this, show, that's going to be a great test right there. I mean, if he's going to have to hold his own on a show and be the main character, right? We're definitely going to see. Thank you, Tube Dude.
Yep.
You're awesome. Thank you, sir, for the happy birthday. I appreciate that. Breathe, Enosh, right? And it was Ravage and Soundwave, though. Come on. Hey, Ryan, I just saw. I did not see this earlier, so I apologize to you, Ryan, for this. When we were talking about Holy Grail, and the ending to Holy Grail came up. Now you had back here, and I apologize to you because I did not see this. I don't always see what's back there. But you said you were talking about that you had a comment for Holy Grail and the reason for the ending.
Yeah, it was when Matt was still on the stream, and he was like, he said he didn't like the ending to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and this is from the trivia portion of the Holy Grail DVD.
Okay.
And they literally stated that that the reason why they had that ending was because they literally ran out of money.
I mean, it fits so well too.
Yeah,
though.
it does.
And even that
even if that's not true, I hope that's true. I hope that's true. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh, that
Sounds
is funny.
amazing.
That is funny, man. Oh man, I hope that's true. I so hope that is true, because that would be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. Well, you know what, guys? I think that's a great way to end the night. I know Brian's got to go. I got to go. We all got to get some sleep. But guys, hey, everybody, thank you for being here with me on this impromptu after midnight birthday stream.
Thanks for having us.
It's been fun having you all here for sure. Yes, thank you, Sir Nerd a lot, for being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, hold on a second. Hey, Ryan, do you have a channel?
Yeah, I do. I mean, back in the day, I used to do book reviews, but I kind of fell out of it and just focused on my studies. Went through college and all that, and right now I'm just using it to watch stuff. So.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to help support you because I know sometimes I forget, like when I have somebody on or whatever, but and I didn't know. Well, if you get things up and going and you want to like promote it, like we'll send people over to your channel too.
Yep. So, totally. Yeah.
So for sure. Geeks, you want to tell them? Oh, I put it nerd a lot. Geeks, you want to tell them where you're at, buddy?
I'm on YouTube on Geeks Cosmic Entertainment, and on Twitter, PC Film News, Release the Haircut, and on Instagram as Geeks Cosmic Entertainment.
Awesome. Brian, you want to tell them where you are, sir?
Yeah, my channel's called D. Oh, sorry. My channel. What were you gonna say, bud?
What?
Oh, I think he's done. I think he's.
Okay.
Internet just.
Yeah, my channel's The Master of None. Well, it looks like there's going to be an episode of Lower Decks tomorrow, and maybe I'll get off my lazy ass and do some more reviews. Haven't. Still a little salty from Star Trek Day, but I'm getting over it.
Yeah. How much are you loving Lower Decks though?
I'm loving it a lot. It's just I've been having a lot of issues with my back and sitting down and doing a lot of anything. I mean, shoot, I've been going. So I'm going to jump over to Nicotina for a little bit and then say hi and bye and then lay down.
I hear you, man. I hear you. And Sir Nerdalot, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube at Sir Nerdalot, Twitter Sir Nerdalot, and on Facebook and Instagram at actually Nerdier Things. So I don't know what I'm going to do there.
All right. Well, let's all go support these guys. And you know what? I just realized, Sir Nerdalot, I am not subscribed to you, but I am now. I am now subscribed to you, so go do that for sure. And hey, look, absolutely, and you know what, Benson's, you are awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah, hey guys, share the videos, share the channel with your closest friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your mother-in-law. I'll entertain her. You can go be alone with your honey, and I'll entertain your mother-in-law. All right. So you can send her on in here, and we'll talk about nerdy stuff with her. All right. So hey guys, thank you so much for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge. Thank you guys. I can think of no other people that I would rather spend my time with on my birthday than just a bunch of my closest friends here on the internet. That's how it is. Thank you so much, Amparo. And I look forward to talking to you again because she's an awesome conversation. We've had a couple conversations. I love talking to her. So sorry to anyone that didn't get in tonight. I still love you all. We'll get you in next time for sure. And you know me, I'll probably end up streaming tomorrow night too at the tail end of my birthday because that's, that's just how we roll here in the Poindexter Lounge. All right. But just remember, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Remember, your fandom matters to you. And that's all that matters. Because just like my friend Goldman said, your least favorite Star Wars movie is somebody else's favorite Star Wars movie. And I love that because you know what? It's the truth. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't try to tell anybody else that their fandom doesn't matter, and try to tell them that what they like sucks or whatever because it's not what you like, right? Let's all be good to each other. Let's all love each other, and enjoy being a fan. It's a good time to be a fan, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? If you just put on a smile and you're just a fan of being a fan. And you don't try to make it too much. You don't try to get too cynical, and you don't try to pick everything apart. You might actually have some fun, and you might be like Ryan down there with a smile on his face. And I think we all, ladies and gentlemen, should look like Ryan there with a smile on his face. I just realized something. Ryan looks a lot like Christian Bale with facial hair. It's like he's got that Batman look. Like. See, yeah, you see it. See when he's got the facial hair, I see it.
Yeah.
So there you go. So wear a smile like our resident Christian Bale, and we will see you all next time. Stay nerdy. Bye bye.